of a sports season. Like, never lost.
Yeah.
Right now, Darius Acuff is the savior of the Sacramento Kings. He has done no wrong.
I mean, I don't look at that as that much pressure.
No. All he has to do is come here and help completely turn around a culture, the fortunes of a team, all of that.
Be the best player they've ever had,
yes,
and lead them to a title.
That's
I don't think that's asking too much.
Not at all. Not at all. And we went over a lot of the draft picks. What was yesterday? We figured out the 28th, 29th, something like that lottery pick in history. And boy, I think the older the Kings fan is, the longer the Kings fan has been around, the more you try to temper excitement and go, hey, look, man, we felt this way the day after. I'll just go through this. We felt this way the day after De'Aaron Fox.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, there were arguments, but hey, I very much remember the day after Marvin Bagley. There was, we probably should have. Wish we'd had Luka, but man, we see what Vlade's cooking there. Fox, Bagley, they're going to be the Stockton and Malone of the next decade.
And then that California Classic dunk.
The California Classic.
Bagley.
Just minutes.
Hall of Fame.
Seconds. Over Mo Wagner, bringing the crowd to its feet. And at that point right there, had you just, like in a movie where the freeze frame happens and the guy goes, you're probably wondering how I got here. Like, had you just stopped it as Bagley was on his way back up at the and that was the first Classic, wasn't it? Yeah. Bagley's on his way back up the court, gesticulating and fist pumping, and everyone's just falling. I mean, not only did he dunked on a Laker and announced his presence with authority. Like, I'm here. Things are different now. Had you freeze framed that moment and said to Kings fans, hey, what do you think? I think they would have been like, honestly, I haven't done this since I got married, but I after this game, I'm going out. Probably don't know where I'm going here. I'm going out, and I'm getting my finger measured for rings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see what it is. This is happening. This is happening. And, then obviously the Tyrese Halliburton, Davion, I mean, you go on and on and on. Now, sometimes those feelings are justified. And months, if not years later, regardless, like even Halliburton, I mean, wonderful pick. Doesn't matter what happened after as far as trading. It was still a wonderful pick. It was the best pick of the draft based on where they picked when they took Halliburton at number 12. Davion Mitchell, Keegan Murray. Remember Olivia Maxence Prosper? We mentioned him yesterday. Went to Dallas in the Rashawn Holmes salary dump, if you will. Devin Carter. And then last year, getting Maxime Moreno and Nick Clifford, who, by the way, on this list I'm looking at right now is not listed.
Well, they traded for him.
That's right, because they traded
technically
for him.
Wasn't drafted by the Kings.
Darius Acuff Jr. The funny thing is, though, it's likely to not happen. It's I would put it in the 90s as far as it not happening, but it is not. It is not impossible that we're sitting here 5 years later going, who would have thought Alex Caravan would have been the better pick?
Right.
That's just the fun part of the draft.
You never know.
But the day after, and someone's going to, and it could have very easily been me in years past. I've given up the ghost on this. Someone here locally or multiple people are they're going to spend the day cynical and poking holes, and that's fine. That's good. I've found this when people will say, like, don't get excited, dude. Look what's happening. Like, don't get excited. And I always say, you know what? I was that guy, Jason. And then I realized, you know what? If Darius Acuff ends up, let's just say he's a bust. I mean, he's a Thomas Robinson level bust. No disrespect. It's not going to feel any better if I don't get excited right now.
Right.
It's still going to hurt just the same. So I'm going to choose my truth. I'm going to choose.
Actually.
I'm going to choose to spend the next few months, much like when you buy a lotto ticket and those days that lead up to the drawing, you start thinking about what you're going to buy, how your life's going to change, how you're going to change the lives of others. And then, of course, the pick happens, and you got one number if you're lucky. But ultimately, that little bit of hope leading up in the days to that lotto pull, those are fun. And so I'm going to have that fun with Acuff. Hey, all on board. Do I have worries about Darius Acuff? Those have not changed. Am I scared to death of his seemingly disinterest in the world of defense? Absolutely. None of that's changed. But as I said to somebody last night, don't mistake that. When you lead up to a draft or anything like this, you speak your mind. Once players pick, though, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's freaking
They're
go,
a king.
man.
So he's Schrodinger's Acuff. Like Schrodinger's cat. As of right now, he's the greatest pick that the Kings have ever had, but also the worst one. But at this moment, he's both.
Is he talking about the guy that plays piano for Snoopy?
No. Schrodinger, not Schroeder. Or Schroeder.
I'm not familiar with the reference.
You don't know Schrodinger's cat?
I don't. I see. You told me to read books
Wow.
the other day. Hell is Schrodinger's cat? Is that a Morrissey
No,
song?
it's the idea of you have a cat, and there's like a thing of poison in it, and once you open the box, the poison gets released and the cat dies. So no matter how you open the box, the cat's going to die, but you haven't opened the box yet. So the cat is both alive and dead.
What is that even from?
It's
Is
a
that
thought
like a
experiment.
Then why not just never open the box?
So then it's alive.
Yeah.
Yes, but no matter what happens, it's dead. The second you do something to the box, it's dead. So it's both alive and
But
dead.
if you say, oh, if I open this box, my cat's going to die. Okay, cool. I'm putting the box in a safe and I'm never touching it. That's stupid. I mean,
That's your problem with it.
Who wouldn't do that? Is my problem with it. Who would do that? Oh, hey, I have a box here that could, if I open it, it's going to kill something I love.
It's not saying that you love the cat. There's no.
It's automatically an animal. I love it.
You're not getting to experience it, though, because it's in the box.
Wait, the cat is in the box?
Yes. The cat is in the box
I
with
thought
the
you meant like
poison.
the cat was just chilling on my lap, and if I open the box, the poison kills the
Cat's
cat on
in
my
the
lap.
box with the poison. So the cat is technically alive, but to Chris's point, if you open the box, the cat's dead. So you probably want to see the cat. But the second you do that,
The cat is okay. Hold on here. So the cat is alive and catting,
but in the box.
playing with some yarn in this. Let's call it a trunk box, whatever.
Yes.
I'm like,
With
okay,
poison.
cat's in the box
And in the cradle.
What's in the box? There's a cat, and the cat is eating and drinking and playing with yarn and living its cat life. I want to see the cat. I want to pet the cat. I want to scratch the cat. But I am told prior to opening the box that if I open the box, I'll see the cat.
Bye-bye, kitty.
But what I'm going to see is a cat look at me and go meow, and then
Yes.
that's the paradox.
In some way.
So the cat is both alive and dead.
I got to go back again to the fact that if I know I open the box, this cat's going to die. But I also know if I keep the box closed, the cat's just going to cat around and be a cat. I'm taking the box, I'm locking it, I'm wrapping it in duct tape or whatever, and I'm throwing it in a safe. I'm never opening it. Why would I open the box? What kind of an ass would open the box? If you know there's a cat in there
You
that's
have a
having
cat? Can I see it?
No, because if you see it, it dies.
Oh.
Why would? Oh,
So do you have a cat?
do I have a cat? Yeah, it's in a box in the gun safe.
What's it look like?
I have no idea. You know what it looks like? Alive and happy.
Oh.
But if I open it, dead cat. Well, you know what? That's a dumb analogy. The situation. The ones I like are like you're on a cable car and you got two tracks, and if you kill the one person on the track, then that saves $50,000. Like those are fun thought experiments.
That's a fun one.
This one's
I
easy.
love that
I'm
one.
not
It's
looking at-
easy.
It's easy.
It's not a how do you get the cat out of the box? This
No.
is just what's happening.
Stupid. I just it's like, oh well, if you get on a plane then all the passengers are going to die. But if you don't get on the plane, the passengers are going to live, but you're never going to see what it's like to watch the movie and eat the food on the plane.
You're going to have some homework tonight. You're going to have to go home, talk to Avery, ask her what she knows about Schrodinger's cat, and have you.
God, that's it. Boy, is that a conversation I want to fill my life
Have you
with.
talk you through the situation.
Have my daughter explaining to me this stuff.
Daddy,
Daddy.
you see.
I mean, look, I really have never heard of that. That's weird.
That's crazy.
I, honest to God, have never, ever heard of that. Sounds like something you hear in college.
Oh, no, it's what you hear your senior year.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Sounds like one of them college things.
No, senior year of high school.
Or senior high. Well, I dropped out my senior year of high school, so there you go. Sounds like a waste of time. Hey, here's this thing. Here's this thing that's never going to happen. I mean, let's go a little further here. What is the? Give me the point of that. Is it like a thing where it's like, oh, an impossible choice?
No, there's no choice.
There's no choice.
There is this thing here that is both alive and dead. It's a paradox that two things of opposite.
Two things can be true.
Two things can be true. Two things can be completely opposite of each other. But if you don't disturb it, you have both. So, like you're talking about your lottery. You're talking about the lottery, correct?
Yes.
You get the lottery. Before you get read the tickets, it's both a winner and a loser. You don't know. Until they actually go and they do the numbers and you see your numbers, you don't know if you've lost or
See,
won.
I take exception. I'm listening carefully. I take exception with it's both a winner and a loser. Because
At the time.
No, because neither's been established yet.
Exactly.
It's literally nothing. It's not a winner. It's not a loser.
Exactly.
It just is.
Yes. You're getting it.
Well, no, what is there to get? What is this revelation? That's common sense.
Well, it is. You've got the possibilities of negative and the possibilities of a positive.
Yeah.
That exist at the same time.
It's amazing. Awesome. Also, if I go outside today, I could get in a car crash and die. Or if I never get in the car, I could live. But also, if I never get in the car, maybe something lands from Mars and it's a meteor and I die that way because I didn't. I mean, that's stupid.
No.
Why would you spend intellectual time on that? As though this whole conversation is pissing everybody off right now.
I don't know. A lot of people in the chat seem to know what Schrodinger's cat is.
Really? How many? Count them, please. By the way, I'm not disputing that. I might be the only guy in the world. I acknowledge that. You know what else I don't know? Some foreign film I'll never watch. That makes no difference.
Hey, Jason, you ever heard of Schrodinger's cat?
From you, actually.
Oh, hey, Jason, are you in the chat right now?
No.
Okay, then.
Would the example also be before any game is played? It's a win and a loss.
Yeah.
Because the game hasn't been played.
But how can it be a win or a loss? It hasn't established
There,
anything
exactly. You have it. Nothing has been established, so both things are possibilities. At that moment, you're both a winner and a loser. Nothing has been established.
So I think you're both saying the same thing. Chris is trying to say the two
Dave gets it,
possibilities-
but he doesn't get it.
You know what I feel
Dave's
like?
saying nothing's been established, so it's nothing. You're saying nothing's been established, so it's something.
It's a possibility.
I feel like that gif of that little blonde kid in the car seat that's like looking at the camera, like confused, and you know the little blonde girl, and she's in her car seat in the back seat, and she's like looking at the camera, like not confused, just like.
Oh. I was thinking of a different one.
Criminy, jeez, we're on this thing about Acuff.
Is it a cuff?
Schrodinger's Acuff.
Schrodinger. Yeah, well, now I ain't anybody named Schrodinger. I still say it's
Kings traded him.
How many Schrodingers do you know?
one too many. Or do I know him, or I don't know him yet? I don't know the Schrodinger. Is there even a Schrodinger unless I actually meet
I
him?
know one. Scott Schrodinger.
By the way, Chris sent me a picture of himself last night. That's you. That's you. Yeah, well, you can't see it. I'll show you the break.
I sent you a picture of me.
Yeah. From the 5-3, so Acuff is going to die if he plays for the Kings. I think that's what Chris is saying. I do not know. Anyways, Sacramento Kings are the proud home of Darius Acuff.
Yeah.
And look, let me just. I know we still got plenty of time in this, in this segment, but we have a lot of newbies, or maybe not newbies, but people that look. I get it, showing up for draft and exciting and all that. Let me just lay the land out. You ever go work out and as we all have, and and you warm up, you stretch, you do toe touches, whatever. Actually, I don't know. People do toe touches. You get my point. You do calisthenics. That's kind of like what the first 24 minutes of the show is. We're just kind of warming up, getting the frogs out, and having stupid conversations about Dennis Schroeder. Then we move on, and today is just about all draft. As a matter of fact, let me see. Let me just double check here. Yeah, I think we have one, maybe two segments later in the show that are draft adjacent. Everything else is draft. I am a little nervous today, and I'll stop being nervous at about hopefully 8:03 because we got a great guest for you today. Arkansas head basketball coach, former Kentucky coach, John Calipari, who I believe passed. Did I see this right? Passed Coach K for the most players picked in the lottery, or maybe it was the first round yesterday. John Calipari is supposed to join us at 8 a.m. I was in New York yesterday for the draft, as I understand it, flew back to Arkansas. He's supposed to join us to talk about Darius Acuff, which would be great in itself, but the fact that we get Coach Cal. Now, again, with these, you never know. Mm-hmm. The commitment's been made. We trust it, but until it actually happens, but we're going to talk a lot about this, and also the Kings trading into every single draft Scott Perry has done for the Kings, 100% of the time he trades into the first round.
True.
2 for 2.
Yeah.
And so now the Kings have not one but 2 first-rounders this year in Acuff and Caravan. Add that to Nick Clifford, Max Rayno, Dylan Cardwell from last year, and you have 5 Utes. Mm-hmm. Well, you have 4 Utes and Alex Caravan, who I think is 34 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, right. I think he's
younger than Neek, isn't he?
I don't know, actually. They might be. It's going to be close, but I want to say, isn't he 24?
I think so. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
he's 24.
Oh, sorry. He's 23.
Oh, okay.
He'll
pay my taxes.
He'll be 24 November 11th. November 11th. He was born November 11th, 2002. So, yeah, he was born during the Robert Horry shot. Yeah, because June.
No.
What?
Not born yet.
Wait, he was born in November. Then wouldn't January be 2020 or 2003?
Yeah.
I thought the Horry shot was in 2002.
It was.
But it was in June of 2002.
Wasn't he born in November?
Yeah. And then so the Horry shot happened, and then, see, you're correct. This is that Schrodinger's cat thing. If he wasn't born yet, was he even born? Was he alive or was he dead? But then when Robert Horry hits the 3, he dies.
Oh, okay.
If he's born. I don't know. That's the point.
Hey, there you go on the TV.
Kendrick Perkins says Darius Acuff Jr. will be one of the greatest players. I guess the snarky thing would be not a high bar.
If he's saying he's on the Weber, Richmond.
That's pretty good.
That's.
Well, he said one of. How deep are we going, though?
Well, those are one of.
Is
right?
Jason Thompson one of the greatest players? I'm just saying.
No, he's not.
Second most games played? Or wait, most
Would you put him on the list?
I wonder how. Here's my question, I guess. How low would Jason Thompson go? Or how high would Jason?
How low can he go?
Yeah. What would he be?
Outside the top 10.
Okay. So if he's
With
the
certainty.
14th greatest player in Kings history,
does that make him one of?
Does that make him one of the greatest? I guess technically, isn't Quincy Doobie one of the greatest Kings players ever?
No.
It depends on how. No, is that we cut it off there? Yeah. So November 11th, 2002. I think you're right. I think he is. I think he is younger than Nick Clifford. Let's see. February 9th of 2002. Yes. So.
10 months or so?
10 months younger, yeah. It's funny watching the draft. Watching the draft with my daughter last night. I watched my child for the very first time. She had her very first age crisis of her entire life when she realized that most of the players being drafted were her exact year in college. And she could not get her head around that. And then I started talking to her about like the the way sports will age you. So it's like, well, yeah, the first thing is when there's people your age playing professional. Because, you grow up.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, no, I could still make the NBA. I could still pitch in I'm too young. Dream isn't dead yet.
Right.
Then you start seeing people your age making the pros. All right, well, that
They're a phenom. I'm fine. I still have time.
Fine. Then one of them becomes an all-star. I think maybe before that, then next is people that you remember as a rookie, even though you were a little kid or something, but people you remember as a rookie retiring. I think that's the next level. And then it's people around your age in sports. Like when Derek Lee retired, I was kind of in a funk for like a week as I went to school with him. I knew him. We're a month apart. When he retired, I was like, Jesus, I'm going to die soon. Like really just, it's,
Don't open the box.
Don't get in the trunk of the thing. So she had her first kind of, and then some of these guys getting drafted. And that's always the thing, right? Like, I think this is a generational thing. I look at a lot of these players being drafted last night, and they look legitimately like little kids riding around on an e-bike, and, that my dad in Sun City would write a ticket for or whatever.
Call it in.
Right, call it in, the Sun City Vice. But then it's like, well, is it that? Are they looking younger? Or is it that the older you get, the younger they look? But then I go back. Here's the thing now screw Schrodinger's cat. This is the real thing. But then you go back and you look at like the 1990 draft or the 85 draft. And these dudes are coming in with like gray hair and sideburns and chops and all that. Like you look at these people that age, it's like the further back you go, the older they get. It's like the old Kenny Stabler picture when he was the same age as Tom Brady, or Don Sutton when he pitched, or Phil Niekro when they pitched for the Angels, or the Yankees, or whatever. Is it that they're looking we're older, or just the further you get in, the older you get, the more like Cam Boozer looks like he's a freaking senior in high school part of the time, except he's just really tall.
Yeah.
I also enjoyed the parents up there, too. That was fun.
Yeah, and it was just interesting, like how sometimes, I know there's timing and all that. Like sometimes you get like 5 questions with the family, and then like when Acuff got up there, it was like one.
And done.
On. But I know they were going to a commercial.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Could have held them through.
Yeah.
You know what I say? I think that should be one of the many chips on Acuff's shoulder. I want to see 3 years from now when he wins his first MVP, I'm saying, yeah, I remember when I got drafted. Like, Nikola Jokic got drafted during a Taco Bell commercial.
Yeah.
Darius Acuff got drafted, and every other family got at least 2 questions, if not 3 or 4. Acuff got 1.
Yeah.
Did his parents even speak?
They did ask something to the dad.
That's
right. Really fast.
We've got a lot of sound for you. We're going to relive everything yesterday for you, from the draft itself to what the media is saying, what the players are saying, what Scott Perry said, on and on and on and on and on. So sit back. You want draft coverage? Well, dang it, you got draft coverage right here on the very home of the Sacramento Kings, Sactown Sports.
Darius Acuff Jr. is a Sacramento King.
The Sacramento Kings select Darius Acuff Jr. from the University of Arkansas.
After a private workout and an entire offseason of speculation, the 6'2" point guard fell to the Kings at number 7 and will be the latest young star to take the floor in Sacramento. Will the SEC's leading scorer continue the small guard resurgence in the NBA?
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery from the law firm of Gingery, Hammer, and Associates.
When you have been injured by the fault of another, you will want advice you can trust. If you know an attorney you can trust, I hope you call that person. But if you don't, please call me. I promise I will be the attorney you can trust.
Along with my partner and associates, I have been helping accident survivors recover for their injuries for over 25 years.
And we can help you. There's no charge for calling, so please call us today.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
And we're live from the living room as Doug eyes up the matchday spread. He's reaching for the Buffalo wing. Perfect! Hang on, what's this? Oh, he's gone for a can of Pepsi too! Incredible! What a finish! Sensational combination! Look at the delight on his face. There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar for today's match. It's poetry in motion.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. 'Cause I never met a clog that was gonna unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit info kit. 800-572-3344. That's 800-572-3344.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown 411 16th Street and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action. But please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
As we roll into summer, there's a new opportunity for you to get a new truck at a great monthly payment at Folsom Chevrolet. At Folsom Chevy, they're now offering 0% financing for 5 years on every new 2026 Silverado half-ton in stock. 0% financing on a two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, LT, RST, High Country, you name it. Together, let's drive. Must finance with GM on approved credit. $16.67 per 1,000 finance. Cannot be combined with other offers. Ends July 7, 2026.
Join Kayla in Sactown Sports this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Cal Expo as the world's best skateboarders, BMX riders, and Moto X athletes take over Cal Expo June 26th through the 28th. Tickets at xgames.com.
It's NBA Draft Day Part 2. Reacting to yesterday's action and getting you set for tonight's second round. Here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
With the 7th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Darius Acuff Jr. from the University of Arkansas.
Did you hear when Adam Silver screwed up on, he got tongue-tied on Philly's pick? I don't know if we have that or not.
That one.
No, he was...
With Phylon?
But it wasn't Phylon. He like mixed up Philly and pick or something like that,
Okay.
and then he actually had to stop, and he got all tongue-tied anyways. That doesn't matter. We'll find it. Exactly.
It was great.
A lot of stuff going on yesterday. I've got a lot of sound for you, too. This was the sound of Golden One Center when Darius Acuff was picked.
With the 7th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Darius Acuff.
Thank you to, we stole that from Sean, although I know
I like how they showed that to him, too.
Yes.
Darius?
No, they did. Yeah. And I think we've got that somewhere at some point. What I think is really interesting, too, is this is the sound of Golden One Center when Michael Brown Jr. was drafted by the Nets.
That's a lot of happiness in that room here. So there's a lot of
get to it in a second here. Blah, 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 blah.
From Joe's side and the Nets, they seem to be thrilled with whatever selection they just made. And
Here we go.
With the 6th pick in the 2026 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select Michael Brown
Now remember,
those were Kings fans.
Those were Kings fans. And it reminded me, somebody, I haven't listened to this yet, so look out, reminded me of this audio a few years ago. Okay, you can't hear Adam Silver, but he's about to announce Josh Jackson as the pick in the 2017 draft, which, of course, would open it up for De'Aaron Fox to come to Sacramento. Instantly reminded
that
me
camera's shaking.
That camera was shaking. The draft is great. Hope springs eternal, if you will. Darius Acuff Jr.
I want a full assessment of his entire career now. Go. Because we know.
We know exactly. And by the way, can't wait for the draft grades.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen some already.
You know, I've often said that I think draft grades are stupid because we don't know. But I will say, you know what? I will say this. When grading a draft, I do think there is value in grading consensus, reach, and also opportunity created, opportunity cost. Like I think you can grade around the edges. So we'll talk obviously predominantly about Darius Acuff today, but the Kings did trade up to get Alex Caravan. They traded their I think number 34 second round pick this year and a future second.
Correct.
So they get a late pick from Cleveland and they draft Caravan. Now, there were some mock drafts that actually had Caravan mocked to the Kings at 34.
Mm-hmm.
The consensus was that the Kings reached for Caravan somewhere in between 4 and 15 picks. They reached for him. It was near unanimous that Caravan was not thought to go that high. I say near unanimous because I looked at like literally 40 and saw a couple. But I would say this. You know, we talked about it before. Like, imagine if you thought Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the guy, and the Kings had drafted Gilgeous-Alexander instead of Marvin Bagley, they would have gotten killed. But not today, they wouldn't have.
Correct.
If you thought Jokic was the guy, and you drafted, imagine Jokic if instead of getting drafted in the 40s, got drafted number 29. The crowd would go quiet. The announcers would be like, "Well, I don't understand that pick." And obviously, I'm picking like the most egregious examples. My point is this: whether you reached 5 spots or 10 spots or 15 spots, you gave up effectively a future second to move up, 6, 7 spots. If you think that's your guy, if you think that's representing value and you're either sure or pretty damn sure that he's not going to make it, screw it. I'm not going to cry over a future second-round pick if this dude ends up contributing. And I think Scott Perry, in his short time here, has earned the trust that he and his scouting team have done a pretty good job late in rounds.
Yeah, I think the Caravan pick, I've seen, like, again, back to grades or rankings of people. The Kings have been knocked more so for that one than they have on Acuff. And again, these are opinions, not saying they're right or wrong. I mean, we have no idea. You got to see how these guys play in the NBA at the next level. Now, the things that are factually true, he's like one of college basketball's greatest winners. He's been at a great program. He's had big shots, big moments. The pick reminded me, or the trade to get him reminded me of a little bit of like Max and a little bit of like Clifford, or even some of the Monty picks that were just older players that were probably more NBA ready, let's say, but may not have the highest ceiling. But, you also, what was he, 29th?
Yeah.
So, I mean, can he be in the rotation? Can he be a guy that's on the team? I don't know. And then hope he's more than that.
That's exactly right. You're just trying to add pieces.
Yeah.
Should it matter? I hear a lot about how he's a 2-time champion. Should winning NCAA I'm just asking. Should that matter?
I don't know that it should, but I think if you're going to argue for someone or against someone, you pick the things that, like, well, he's a winner.
Sure.
If you're in a positive, like Brunson just won a title.
Yes.
Penix just won a title. And all the references kind of go, he's always been a winner. He won at Villanova. He won in high school. He won all these other titles. And it's like, this guy's just been a winner. It's like, well, sure. But he didn't all the time in New York, and he didn't all the time in Dallas. But, I think you grab what you're trying to, and that would be on the positive side for him. I mean, these are the resume builders. And then it's like anything. When you're looking at a guy like Acuff, every negative thing that comes out is his defense. Okay, I'm not even trying to defend that.
Right.
But that's the part.
Wow, you're not even trying to defend.
that they say is a weakness. Okay, well, he has to prove that it isn't, or it lines up and it is a weakness. So when you're grabbing the strengths of him and vice versa, so I think as the winner part, I would take that as a positive. But, he's part of it. He's not the main reason that they won all these games. But
I
he's
guess
a reason.
I get Kyle Guy jitters. Where that was the big thing, out of Virginia. Anyways,
I think Scott Perry said something, and it's because it's always like, we want someone from a winning culture and type of thing. And that's something that you always hear. And he made a point of like, well, they already know that how to sacrifice for other good players on their team. And that's something like, oh, okay, I can see that. Because if you're the best player your entire life and then go into a situation where you're not the best player, like, well, I still need to get mine.
Right.
If you're already in your head like, oh, no, I got to make sure that my teammates are involved, you're already a step ahead.
And maybe there's some value in like, man, I'm in round 2 as an upset team on the road in the tournament or whatever. Just the big games that he's played, and I think there's some value to it. But in the end, when he's in the NBA and he's playing against Dallas and Cooper Flag, I don't know that any of that part matters. But
441140 is your text line. 1-800-920-1140 is your phone line. We'll be utilizing those all day. From the 530, I think this is an important text I want to address here. Was it a solid pick? Yeah, I guess so. But let's be honest with each other here. It just doesn't matter who the Kings draft or trade for. Nothing will become of this franchise. Break down these kids up, down, and sideways. Grade Perry or the evaluation. It doesn't matter. I'm not convinced or optimistic. Why should I be? Not sure if you ever read this from me, but I do carry it around in my head. It's from Ray Ratto from about 5 years ago, maybe longer, when Whitey was working with him. He says, it doesn't matter if the Kings had 5 LeBron Jameses. That just about sums it up. Now, first off, I get it. I get that. I do. I feel that thought process. And I'm about as cynical as it comes with this team. But I would say a couple of things. One, if you truly believe that, if you truly believe that, I'm not saying if you think it, if you believe that in your core, if I were to call you on it and say, dude, is this just a text for a radio show? Or do you truly believe it does not matter? This is the only time I will ever say this. You got to quit being a Kings fan. You got to move on. Life's too short, dude. It's sports. It's too short. If you're spending time and energy on a team that you are convinced has zero hope.
Energy.
Damn it. I mean, not damn it, but yeah. Honestly, I was like, energy? Oh, gotcha. If you're spending parts of your life on something that in your mind is a guaranteed perpetual loser, you're doing it wrong. And that's something you need to get on a couch and talk to a professional about, because this isn't for you. And that's not me being a D about it. That's me caring as a human being. I'm as cynical as it comes, but I hope springs eternal for me to a point. Now, here's the other thing. There was probably somebody in New York saying, hey, you know what? All this stupid hype and all that. Yeah, we'll make the playoffs. We'll blow it again.
Yep.
You got the Thunder ahead of us, the Spurs ahead of us, the Celtics. We have no chance. I am 63 years old. And I remember when I was 10 and the Knicks won their I remember it's one of my earliest
never
sports.
see it again.
Never gonna, by the way, the Kings haven't even been here 53 years. So I'm not saying people aren't wrong to protect their hearts and souls from the ghosts of the past. I'm also not saying that Scott Perry may not get fired. In fact, odds are he will be fired in the next 3 years. And if you go by the Kings' luck, odds are Darius Acuff is either going to be a bust or he's going to play a good 3-4 years for this team and they're going to sell him for pennies on the dollar. I'm saying that's based on history. That's what the odds say. Even De'Aaron Fox didn't end well here. But, man, if there's no time to feel optimistic, or if there's any time to feel optimistic, it's draft day.
Yeah.
Let it happen. Stay cynical. But if you truly, truly, truly believe that this team is cursed and there's no way out, you're doing the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Move on. Serious. It's not that serious.
Yeah, you've done the basketball Jesus reference before. Like, if that happened in basketball Jesus said, hey, everybody, it's 2034. Like, if we knew it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then you could choose how you're going to spend between now and, hey, 2034 is going to be a special year.
That's right.
Okay, we don't know that. I'm looking up here at USA World Cup. I do not think they're going to win the World Cup.
Same.
I'm going to watch. I'm
Enjoy
hoping
the ride.
for it. I want to see them. They've done well so far. Maybe they shocked the world. I don't think it's happening. Still going to watch it and root for them.
Imagine how less fun this World Cup would be. It's great analogy. If you were just sitting there watching the U.S. and they win, and you're just like, yeah,
doesn't matter.
It's going to end badly.
Yeah, I think it will end for them.
I do too. I think Chris and I have a better chance of getting married than the U.S. has of winning the World Cup. I legitimately think the odds are better. But I'm going to enjoy that. Imagine living in a world where all you're doing is like, doesn't matter. They're not going to win. They're going to screw it up eventually. And then you win again. Doesn't matter. They're going to screw it up. Look at all these hippies,
matter of time.
Getting all happy and blah, blah, blah. And then when it happens, they're like, told you. Well, what kind of life is that?
It's fine.
What kind of life? That's a weird life.
So wouldn't you like a bandwagon fan more than the always negative fan?
The thing that I
like, wouldn't you rather it's like instead of being just like negative all the time no matter what happens?
Yes.
Could you please be a bandwagon fan where you just come when they're good?
I hear what you're saying, and I think the right answer is probably there's the first one. Is probably the bandwagon fan. However, as a proud member of the Kings Torture Club, I'm never going to I can politely and respectfully suggest things about negative Kings fan, but I will not judge them, nor will I scorn them, because if there's a fan in sports, and there's very few franchises like this, the Browns, the Kings. If there's a fan in sports that has a right to not believe, to believe the worst, to wait for the football to get pulled, it's a Sacramento Kings fan. I get it. But I feel like you got to have a little flicker of hope. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Otherwise, you're just torturing yourself. It's just hate watch. Don't do that. Go watch. What's that movie my daughter wants to watch?
The Prestige.
No, she wants to watch Parasite. Go watch Parasite.
Oh, great movie.
Is it a great movie?
You're not going to like it.
I entirely have a feeling I'm going to despise this movie, but
yeah,
I don't get it.
If it's one of those, I don't get it. Oh, it's a cat in the thing. Yeah,
oh wow, class struggle. Who cares?
Well, that's factual. Go back to whatever it is you do.
I'm working on my 5th house.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. Pay better attention in school. We'll take a break. When we come back, let's look at the rest of the draft next.
The Kings landed Darius Acuff Jr. at number 7. But that wasn't enough. Just before the end of the first round, Scott Perry moved back up to select UConn forward Alex Caravan as the winningest player in UConn basketball history. Will Caravan's shooting ability and championship pedigree help build a new winning culture in Sacramento?
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog, but they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Power Business Technology is proud to be a 100% independent, locally owned and managed Toshiba copier dealer. Local ownership cuts out the red tape, allowing ourselves to never be too busy to personally answer the call when our clients need us. Recognized for excellence in service execution, training, and customer service, we're proud to be named a Toshiba ProMasters Elite dealer since 2021. Contact us today for all of your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729, or visit us at powercopiers.com.
NASCAR legend Michael Waltrip is coming to Echo Park Automotive Sacramento this Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m. Get there early to meet Michael and celebrate Echo Park's sponsorship of A.J. Allmendinger's number 16 Chevrolet at Sunday's Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma Raceway. 10 pairs of race tickets are up for grabs in a live drawing, plus score an autographed A.J. Allmendinger Hero card. And while you're there, browse Echo Park's huge inventory. Get the new car feel without the new car price. This Thursday, 2 to 4.
What's going on? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, tell us what's happening for Chrysler's Make This the Summer event.
Kick summer off right when you save up to $9,500 off MSRP on new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo Altitudes. You won't find a better looking, more powerful, and comfortable Jeep on the road. There's nothing like moving the family around in luxury.
Yeah, those Jeeps look real nice inside and out.
It's beautiful, but Hoblet is more than Jeeps. Stop by the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter to find whatever you need. With nearly 200 vehicles available and 115 under $30,000, Hoblet needs to be your first stop.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
$9,500 toll net savings on select new 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo Altitude after $5,500 factory incentive and $4,000 dealer discount. Incentives include $1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade-in and $2,000 Make This the Summer event retail cash. 3 of this net savings. Sample VIN 243062. See dealer for details.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
Hey, it's Carmichael Dave.
What's up? It's Matt George.
What's good? It's Alan Stiles.
With the most trusted voices in the community.
This is Jason Ross.
Hey, it's Kayla Anderson.
It's Whitey Gleason.
Ready to help promote your business, both as partners and customers. All you have to do is ask. Pick up the phone, dial pound 250 and say, grow my business to get connected with a team member today. That's pound 250 and say, grow my business. Our team will review your product, quickly pair you with a perfect endorser, and create video and audio samples all at no cost or obligation to you. With the most live and local on-air lineup, a dynamic content-driven website, and a state-of-the-art mobile app, Sactown Sports 1140 is tailor-made to help you connect with a sports audience in Sacramento. So why wait? Dial pound 250 today. Say, grow my business, and let us help take
Team needs a good flush starting with ownership. They're the Raiders of the NBA. Listen, you do agree. You agree exactly with what I said because that first line, or second line, sorry. As a fan, I continue to hope.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not pitching people to be optimistic. Not me.
Well, I also think there's different levels to that. I think there's a realism. So I've told you this example. Like last year was a really difficult year as far as the way the season went. I think it was predictable to some extent, but it was a lot worse than we thought it would be.
Yes.
And I told you, I go, you know what? There's something about it. Let's say they're in a 10-game losing streak, and the night they're hosting the Timberwolves. And I said, Dave, I don't know what it is. It's like, look, I think they'll probably lose. They're playing terribly. There's the hope is minimal, but then you get inside the arena and Fresh and Moke and the intros and it's a new night and you're like, there's like a hope of like, what am I going to see? Maybe it's Anthony Edwards scoring 60 on the Kings, but I might see that tonight. Maybe it's the Kings winning and pulling off a great upset. Maybe it's just a regular game that's not that impressive. Maybe it's the best game of the year. I think the fact like that's a different kind of hope. Like, what am I going to see tonight? And if it's a night where the Kings win, I still think there's something that's enjoyable about that in its one night of its existence where you don't go, I think this is the start of this is it.
Yeah.
They're going to turn this around. They're going to win the rest and be the surprise of the playoffs. It's like, no, there's hope in that night, or there can be hope in seasons. Right now, where they are, this is what you hope Acuff is
Yes.
where we go later down the line if this team does turn it around, where we go, I kind of think it started on that draft night.
Mm-hmm.
We can't
start.
prove that today, tomorrow, even in a year. Like when the Knicks got Brunson, it's like, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't happen right away. And then now you go, hey, I think that was the start of when this team became this championship team, is getting Brunson. There it was.
I want everybody, and I don't know that we've ever had anything that compared to this. Maybe we have. I want everybody to have that feeling we had in 1999. Of the first 25 games of the 1999 season. That was Jason Williams' rookie year.
Yeah.
Drafted number 7 out of Florida, point guard. But the difference is Jason Williams was not getting anywhere in the orbit of the hype that Darius Acuff is getting. It was... Well, some people question the move. Oh, it might be a reach for him. You know, Jason Williams was an exciting guard, had some marijuana problems at, where was he, at Marshall or whatever. But, you know, if he can keep it off the court, blah, blah, blah. I mean, back then when people were like, ooh, marijuana, he might not, he may never play. It's like, okay. And then, but then hearing and watching Jason, oh, and by the way, you know, Weber and, and Vlade, okay. And Coach Adelman and how it, Peja.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to think, but Peja wasn't playing yet, right? Or was he? Am I tripping?
I think he didn't come over right away, but I think that's when he arrived, wasn't it?
Was that the year he backed up Corliss?
I think so.
And then the following year they traded Corliss for Doug?
Yeah, or 2 years in, yeah.
Yeah, okay. The 99 year when Jason Williams really was that electric, that spark. That, oh my God, they're showing up on highlights more. Wow, there might be something. What is going on? And then I remember, I think it was extending. It was either 99. It was the series against, the Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
The 5-game series in the first round where the Kings lost. Mark and Monica's standing ovation as the fifth, as the clock expired. I don't know that we've ever had. I know there's been points of hope, but I would, in a perfect world, next year happens and it's like, oh God, this guy is the absolute truth, no pun intended, with Iverson, who says he's the next big thing. And you get that, like, you start hearing things from around the league, pundits and journalists that are like, you know, look, they're a ways away, but the Sacramento Kings are turning into the team nobody wants to play with. Dylan Cardwell has developed into this Ben Wallace-type presence. And Neat Clifford is challenging Dyson Daniels for the steals. I mean, I'm being...
Yeah.
Today is a day to be optimistic. I want everybody to have that feeling.
Yeah.
I think you got a little teensy bit of it today. We're going to run with it. Speaking of Acuff, we do hope in an hour, a little over an hour and 6 minutes to be exact, to hear from Arkansas head coach and one of the great college coaches of all time, John Calipari, is set to join us. I believe he's back in Arkansas now after being at the draft last night. When we come back, though, 3 for Madness, all draft related. How you feeling about the pick? How you feeling about the other pick? And how you feeling about Summer League and the Cal Classic coming up? We'll get to a lot of draft talk and some sound, including a very familiar voice. A voice you will all recognize. I won't even need to say who it is. On Darius Acuff. We'll do that next.
The Kings officially got their guy. Following a breakout season at Arkansas, Darius Acuff Jr. is headed to Sacramento. After adding one of the most electric scorers in college basketball, has Scott Perry officially found the new face of the franchise.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA 3 Weather Center for your Wednesday. Nice and cool beginning to the day. Thanks again to that Delta breeze. And a beautiful summer day is taking shape. I've got plenty of sunshine today. Southwesterly winds 5 to 10 during the daytime. And highs upper 80s to low 90s. You can always get the latest forecast on the KCRA 3 News and the KCRA 3 app.
Oh, the Sacramento heat. Right now, get your AC professionally tuned up for as low as just $59 and enjoy your summer nice and cool. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com. Summer restrictions apply. License 696-355.
The stars align in West Sacramento as the A's go head-to-head with the Los Angeles Dodgers for a spectacular summer series starting Monday, June 29th. Celebrate the start of the holiday week with an action-packed series. Be there to witness one of the most highly anticipated matchups of the season. Get your tickets now at athletics.com/tickets. That's athletics.com/tickets.
If your passion is bass fishing, only one radio show has the action, information, and excitement of your favorite outdoor sport. Ultimate Bass, hosted by Tournament Bass Pro and California Outdoor Hall of Famer Kent Brown, takes you live to where the fish are biting every Saturday morning. Only Ultimate Bass feeds your passion with the latest news, products, tips, and advice from the pros. Ultimate Bass with Kent Brown, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m. on Sactown Sports 1140, part of SEP's Saturday Morning Outdoors.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Country in the Park 2, presented by your California Army National Guard, October 23rd at Hart Health Park at Cal Expo with Bailey Zimmerman, Russell Dickerson, plus more. Enjoy line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bull, and food trucks. Tickets start at just $70. Country in the Park 2, October 23rd at Hart Health Park at Cal Expo with Michelob Ultra, the California Office of Traffic Safety, and Caltrans. More info at CITPFest.com.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Feel the force at Star Wars Night with the Sacramento River Cats. Join us at Sutter Health Park on Saturday, July 11th for themed fun, costumes, and summertime baseball under the lights. It's one of the most popular nights of the season. Get your tickets now at rivercats.com.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
3 questions, 3 answers. It's 3 for Madness on the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross.
Here's question 1.
Well, I do want to remind everybody we are 1 hour away from checking in with a basketball legend, John Calipari, head coach at now the University of Arkansas. Has been there a little while. But he coached Darius Acuff, the Kings' latest pick at number 7. So Coach Cal, we've had him on before. Don't be. What was the story, Chris? Don't be the poop in the ice cream.
Yes.
Great story. If you haven't, that was. Who were we talking about then? Maybe was it when after they drafted Fox, or it wouldn't be as far back as Cousins. I think it was after Fox we had him on. It's my guess. But it's been a while since he's been on, but we've had him on the show before, and that'll be good to have Coach Cal. Again, about 1 hour from now is when he's scheduled to join us. He's always busy, but that's going to be great to get him on. And another one of his, just part of his legacy, Dave, just more and more guys he's just escorting in right into the NBA.
And just was just texting with their folk.
Confirmation? As much as we can.
Knock on wood.
Okay. That'll be fun.
Always nervous about this. But we'll do our best to bring Coach Cal and the rest of the coverage to you. Also, want to mention coverage doesn't stop with us.
Yeah.
Matt and Kayla, Whitey and Allen. We'll have coverage of the draft all throughout. And by the way, when it comes to getting players on, when it comes to getting Scott Perry on, I don't know that we're going to get just the way the schedule works. Still up in the air as to whether or not we get any of the players on this week. Certainly we would next week. I think, knock on wood, flip a coin, we might get Scott Perry on. And by the way, did I have this memory correct? Didn't we get Scott on the morning of day 2 last year? I specifically remember doing it like, wow, thanks for taking some time away from your draft on day 2 to talk to us. And that was his first draft. I think we did.
That might be right.
Chris, you're good at this.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, the way you framed it that way.
I specifically remember thanking him for taking,
yes,
and then saying like, wow, he stepped out. I mean, they're drafting later today, and he took a moment to talk to us. How cool. Or I dreamed it up.
Yeah.
I don't think I dreamed it up. 3 for Madness. Question 1, Chris Roulette.
On the day after, how do you feel about the newest member of the Kings, Darius Acuff?
Darius. Oh, and by the way, I realized this as I was going, when we sat down, wrote this morning, and then as I sat down, guys, is that technically incorrect?
He's not the newest
He's not the newest King.
Oh, good point.
Nah, he's not.
I mean,
yeah.
If you really want to get into...
He's been a King for a lot longer than Caravan.
If you really want to get in the weeds about this, though, both of them technically aren't Kings.
They have not, because they have not signed?
So we'll just figure out who's
gotcha.
the last person on the
would you
contract.
Would you call him a Kings elect?
Yes.
How do I feel? Well, let's let this guy talk about it here with his friends.
So if you're the Kings GM, Boogie, and Acuff falls to you at 7, are you just grinning ear to ear?
Absolutely, and there was a lot of, speculation leading up to this. Is the 2 names being attached as far as the Kings loving Acuff. Also, Scott Perry having history with his father, so that also makes a lot of sense. But you can't speak enough about this kid and what he brings to the game. I think this is a great pick for the Kings as far as righting the ship, creating a culture there. I think this is a great culture starter for the Kings. You get your lead guard, you can kind of start building around that as far as building out your future. But Darius Acuff is the perfect pick for the Kings. Please take great care of him. I'm a huge fan of the kid. We know how Sacramento gets, but take care of him.
That's what I was thinking.
And, I think this is a good pick for them moving forward.
So, and just something real quick, because a couple people picked up on something there at the end, and I actually did. I know what he meant, but I did ask a couple people around DeMarcus. He said, you know how Sacramento can get, and then he said, and moved on to talk about Darius Acuff. The meaning there was not, how Sacramento, it wasn't a negative, it was, how exciting and how great the fan base is. It was, because at first I kind of looked at that too. I was like, well, what do you mean? Like, is that, maybe that's a shot at the team, the owners, whatever. No, he meant that as, how Sacramento can get when you're winning and when you have something exciting going there. And he's right. And obviously DeMarcus would know about this fan base and how we can get when we have something to believe in. And right now the belief is, hey, on a teenager that is after 1 year at college, coming to the city and, is going to get a rousing ovation every time he's introduced. No negatives, hasn't done anything wrong. Nobody's scapegoating him. Nobody's blaming him. Nobody's pointing out him being a malcontent or causing issues in the locker room, as often happens with any player that's here long enough. It's a perfect clean slate, you would hope. And we're going to see him here in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
The California Classic, along with the rest of the picks. And it's going to be an exciting time one way or the other.
Yeah, I think, the question is like, how are we feeling the day after? Yesterday I said that's where I would, if it was me, I would take Acuff. I also would have leaned maybe possibly if there was a way to move up to get in that top 4, and I don't know what that would have cost. I'm sure the Kings explored all possibilities. I was fine with Fleming's, and they had that choice. And I think what's great about this is there were 4 point guards in a row, and I think naturally now we're going to have that comparison of Wagler and Brown and Acuff and Fleming's, and someone will take off and have a better career than the others. That'll be fun to watch and see who got it right, who didn't, and is it environment, is it the player itself? Those are all things that will be fun to watch. The other part that I kind of enjoyed, because more times than not it doesn't go this way, but for a while, and to the point of, Dave, you took the picture yesterday in my office of the note that you wrote that I put up on the cork board.
Yeah.
That you said it's going to be Darius Acuff. Was that in April?
That was April,
April
23rd, I think, something like that. Yeah.
So the point being, that was over 2 months ago.
Yes.
Or about 2 months ago. Yeah.
Yeah, about.
And it's been talked about. It's been mentioned. A lot of people have felt this way.
April 13th.
And it happened.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't always go that way. And so the Kings were obviously interested, and they got their guy. I like that. Again, it still could blow up in their face. It doesn't mean it's going to work. The other part that for all these years of struggle that this organization has had, and more times than not when these shows are on or anytime anybody's referencing the Sacramento Kings nationally, it's not good. And I'm not saying it should be, because it's warranted. The more things I saw last night, even this morning, I mean, A.J. DeBonsa's pick number 1, Peterson 2, so on and so forth. There's like, is Acuff the steal of the draft? Acuff, great chance to win Rookie of the Year. Acuff is the guy that will have the best. Like, again, I'm not even saying any of that's going to be right.
Sure.
They're talking about the Kings pick at 7 almost as much like in the A block as any other player in this draft. And that's kind of surprising. It's refreshing. Again, doesn't mean anything, but it's more a positive, and it's kind of cool to see.
Here's we talked about this back when it happened, but interestingly enough, here's Draymond Green, whether you care or not, but talking to Acuff and his draft prospects.
I think if you're not the first point guard off the board, some team is making a mistake, because I don't see another point guard in your class, if I'm honest. But that's just me. I could be a little biased. I'm always show love to my own, but I also watch the game and analyze it. So just want to wish you good luck, man, on your journey. It's a fun journey. Embrace the rest of this draft process. And
there you go. Draymond Green thinks it was the right pick.
Okay.
You know who else thinks it's the right pick?
Who's that?
Kendrick Perkins.
Let me take you down memory lane. I got some film, you know what I mean, I want to pull up, because I need the world to know how special Darius Acuff Jr. is on that basketball floor. When you talk about 3-level scorer, when you talk about a guy 6'2", that's going to get a bucket, NBA ready, elite offensive player, being able to create off the bounce. Here it is right here, getting to his midi, little step back in your face. Here we go. We can play off the ball as well. Catch and shoot off of inbound play. And then we go to powerful guard, getting down, finishing through contact and one. Again, off the bounce, not running from contact, running through contact. And then you want to check out his pick and roll game. Elite vision, one of the best point guards in the game of basketball. Check this out. The snake action, get downhill and one. Listen, bro, I had to remind you why you was the SEC player of the year. I got to remind the world why this man, to me, is the best point guard in this year's draft. I got to remind you why all these GMs been calling me, asking me, said, Perk, you put the world on notice before everybody else. I said, no, he the one that finished the job. For sure.
High praise.
The GMs are calling Kendrick Perkins?
Thanks, Kendrick.
Thanks, Kendrick. They are calling Kendrick Perkins. Also, Vegas seems to like Darius Acuff Jr. Early odds out for the NBA Rookie of the Year at plus 250, 3-2 odds. Cameron Boozer is your favorite to be Rookie of the Year. I understand that. He's probably the most NBA ready of those top 3-4 picks. Number 2, can I just say Anase DeBonsa Jr. is a wonderful name.
That tricked me out, too, when they did that. I'm like, oh.
Anase DeBonsa. I think you should stick with that.
Yeah.
That's a sweet name. 11-4 odds. tied for number 3 with the second pick in the draft, Darren Peterson. 3-1 odds. Darius Acuff Jr., Rookie of the Year. And then Caleb Wilson's all the way down to 10-1.
Wow.
So really, they've got it between 4 guys pretty much neck and neck. And Darius Acuff, it's the 1, the 2, and the 3 pick, and then the 7 pick, Darius Acuff Jr. And I think when you consider the team Sacramento is, and of course history does not mean this is what they're going to do, but this is definitely a team that's in a position where if things break a certain way, I hope we don't see a Tyreek Evans-esque situation where the team just handed him the keys from day one. But I could see he's definitely going to be, I can't imagine him not being your starting point guard on day one.
Yeah, that's what I would think. And I also think that's probably a lot of why his camp also wanted to be here.
Yeah.
Look, it hasn't been a winning organization. He is in that spot where he can get minutes, get reps, maybe get some accolades, and help turn this team around. So, I mean, it's as much as it might be not a good spot to go to for some, I think it could be a good spot for him. And let's hope he hits some of those marks because that would obviously help him and help the team.
Number 2, please.
Question 2.
The Kings popped up to the second round. The Kings popped up to the second round and grabbed Alex Carbon. Went first round?
The Kings popped up to the second round.
Okay, and grabbed Alex Carbon out of UConn. Grade the move.
This is one of those ones, we talk about draft grades, right? And they're mostly dumb. But we talked earlier, you can grade around the perimeter based on opportunity costs, etc. For the second year in a row and 2 for 2 since he's been here, Scott Perry broke into the first round without giving up any future first-round draft capital. They traded their second-round pick, one of their 2 second-round picks, number 34, along with a future second-round pick to move up into the first round and grab the pick that turned into Alex Caravan. The way I feel about this pick solely comes down to my trust in Scott Perry and his scouting and his scouting team as to what type of player Caravan is. Now, we saw Caravan with UConn, and we've got all kinds of anecdotes, including from his coach, Danny Hurley, about his work ethic, his leadership. We've got teammates of his almost breaking down in tears, talking about how much they're going to miss him at UConn and how he was basically an extension of a coach on the floor, and that's all awesome. It just really does come down to whether or not he's. Look at Nate Clifford. Look at Max Reynaud. Those were opportunity picks. Those, if the draft was redone, obviously Reynaud would go way ahead of where he was picked, but so would Nate Clifford. Here's Solo Ball and Terrace Reed Jr., a couple of teammates of Caravan, talking about him moving on.
I might cry up here just talking about just the impact he's had.
I did not add the music.
I thought you were playing.
No, I did not add the music.
In the locker room, just throughout every single practice, every single game, he's just always there. And he's the same person every single day. He doesn't change. Incredibly smart, great guy off the court. I mean, I'm going to miss this guy so much. He's going to make so much noise. And I know he's deserving of everything that's coming his way just because of how hard he works. And, man.
Yeah, I mean, that man down there just, man, it's tough. He's like the most passionate, competitive, loyal person I've ever met, man. Like, just the love he has for the game, the love he has for us. Just a leader. I mean, I've never met a person like AK that shows up every day despite good game, bad day, good day. I mean, getting yelled at by coach, getting yelled at by us, but every day he's an everyday guy. Honest guy's going to show up whenever for his team, and like I showed tonight, I mean, he gave it his all, and just a true heart of a champion.
Scott, I haven't heard him say this in a while, but he said it many times. He's the pillar, the 6 pillars. It feels like Caravan crushes those to me.
Yes.
And I think the communication between agents, general managers, front offices is pretty open, believe it or not, or at least leading up to the draft. And my gut is telling me that, I think more people that I've seen that have been critical of the pick have not loved the fact that they got him where they did. But the Kings at 34, they must have gotten some sort of intel that they either thought he was going to be gone or they didn't think he could get him at 34. Yeah. So it wasn't a huge price tag. to lose the 34 pick and a future second to move up. Now it's all going to be on him. How does he play? How does he fit? Can he fit? Can he be on the squad? Can he make some noise? Can he get in the rotation? I mean, these are all things that's going to go to those things that his teammates said, like his leadership, his work ethic. He played in a lot of big games and had a lot of big moments in college, more experience. So it's kind of an opposite pick of Acuff, and see what he can do.
Chris, while I'm thinking about it, do this on the air. Focused on John Calipari coming on in 45 minutes. Can we reach out to UConn, see if we can get either Dan or one of his guys to come on and talk about Caravan? That might be a fun conversation.
UConn, count on me.
By the way, I'm glad I said you're not gonna want to miss the international soccer tournament game out there at Super Taco. Did that go well?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, what'd you end up eating?
Super Taco.
Yeah, was it super
shrimp
good?
Super Taco?
Oh, was it super good?
Super good.
Speaking of super good, Alex Caravan also has a little bit of personality. Here's the man himself.
I took my visit to UConn, and Coach Hurley and the coaching staff did all basketball talk. So like my mom left and she was like, I don't like this. They didn't talk about academics once. Coach calls me when I get back to my room after the visit. What do we got to do to get you? I said, look, you just got to do a visit of straight academics for my mom. Once my mom gets the green light for me to commit, I could commit. A week later, they bring a black SUV to my from my front door. Get in it from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We visited every academic building, met with every professor. The current president at UConn actually gave us the tour of campus.
No way.
And her and my mom are best friends now.
Oh my God, that's perfect. So did your mom ever know that you told them that?
Yeah, she knows.
Oh, she knows that you were like, hey, you have to set this up. Like,
you have to do more academic talk.
That's going to fit in fine.
He wanted to go there.
Yeah.
Good for him.
They're stupid. He's going to fit in just fine with the Bean Boys. That is for sure. All right. Number 3.
Question 3.
The Kings should have a phenomenal summer league team on paper. Are you looking forward to seeing them in action?
Yeah, I am. And we'll have all that coverage right here. I think at the very least, the summer league team will consist of Darius Acuff Jr., Alex Caravan, Nate Clifford, Max Reynaud, Dylan Cardwell. That's a nice 5 players right there. I don't think it's unheard of. Now this may not happen. But when you consider the injury in the first year, I don't think it would be a complete shocker if we saw Devin Carter out there for one or the other just to get some run. They've still got another second-round pick, assumedly, that they're going to add to that. And then there you go. You've got a guy that finished in the top 10 for Rookie of the Year. You got Nate Clifford, who was showing tremendous improvement towards the end of the year, especially getting in the passing lanes. You're going to have 2 first-rounders, including a lottery pick this year. I understand that winning the summer league is akin to, Kevin Costner's character in Bull Durham getting the minor league home run title. I understand that. No one's going to start fitting themselves for rings. Well, I might. If we win the summer league. But you know what? I like seeing jerseys that have Kings on it win ball games, regardless of where it is. And it's not a bad thing. I'd rather see them win and be exciting than lose and not be exciting. I am looking forward to both Classic and obviously Summer League.
Yeah, I think digging in on that a little bit, I don't believe Carter's going to play.
I'm with you. I think you're probably right.
And then I think Max has obligation right now with Frank. Like, he may be there more for Vegas.
You're right.
There's some things that they're working on with all those guys. But the point of Acuff, though, is to watch him firsthand. Like, we've seen the highlights. We know all the good. When John Calipari joins us here in about 40 minutes, he'll tell us all the great things. I mean, there's a lot of praise coming his way. But it's like we talked about earlier with Bagley and the first dunk, and watching Fox in person the first time, you just go, oh my gosh, is he fast? Mm-hmm. Just the stuff we want to see and get our first impressions of. I think that's so much fun. And yeah, they should have a pretty good team. They've done pretty well in Summer League. Last year they lost in the finals. So they've been in the championship. They've won it before. I think they got to the finals last year.
Yeah, I thought they did too.
I think they lost in the championship or right there at the end. So
between the Summer League and the Stockton Kings, and there's
right.
I mean, we should be coming up.
That's right. Let's go.
From the 209. I love this. Alex Caravan has to wear number 47, right? And that is at AK-47. We haven't seen that since Karolinko, I don't think.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. What else? I got a couple other things here for you real quick. By the way, Darius Acuff, the first guard to lead the SEC in points and assists per game since some guy, I don't know how to help me with the pronunciation, Pete Maravich? Is Maravich in 1970?
I love that graphic they showed last night, though. I mean, look, it's an incredible stat for both.
Yeah.
Look at the points for Pete Maravich. It's ridiculous.
23.5 for Darius Acuff Jr. with 6.4 assists. By the way, more than Pete.
Yeah, come on, Pete. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Pass the ball.
Only 6.2 assists for Pistol
not
Pete.
Not that impressive.
But 44.5 points. God.
44. So, like, is he scoring 60, like, a lot to get to 44.5?
And what? Even back then, I think college games were 40 minutes, right?
Yeah.
44.5 points a game. That's like Wilt Chamberlain crap.
Yeah.
God, talk about one of the all-time. I mean, people always talk about biggest what-ifs in sports.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God, Pete Maravich would have been one of them. This is the time and place, by the way, where we note media members, much like Kendrick Perkins. And if they say nice things about us, we talk about how insightful they are and they really do their homework. Here's Adam Finkelstein reacting to Adam Finkelstein.
Is it Einhorn? No, Finkel is Einhorn.
Einhorn is Finkelstein. Finkelstein is Einhorn. Talking about Alex Caravan to the Kings.
Great floor spacer, great passer, terrific basketball IQ. Give Sacramento a lot of credit. That front office takes a lot of, they get a lot of grief, and a lot of it has to do with ownership kind of dictating decisions. But they have made good choices on the margins. Last year they got Maxime Renaud. That was one of the best picks in the draft. I think Darius Acuff was a total win to start this draft. Caravan is a long-time NBA player, and this is a terrific win for him and for, frankly, the UConn Huskies, who now have 2 first-round draft picks.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Okay.
Well, if Adam's saying it. By the way, Adam Finkelstein's he's the director of basketball scouting for CBS Sports.
Okay.
And does quite a few other things, including the Naismith Trophy and a few other committees. We'll take a break. When we come back, more draft notes. We'll go outside the bubble of the Kings briefly, including the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander trade is now pretty much complete. We'll go back over the haul for the Thunder and see if it was worth trading Paul George for Shai and other stuff. Also, maybe a little redemption for the Clippers as well, Jason. We'll explain that right after this.
The Kings landed Darius Acuff Jr. at number 7. But that wasn't enough. Just before the end of the first round, Scott Perry moved back up to select UConn forward Alex Caravan as the winningest player in UConn basketball history. Will Caravan's shooting ability and championship pedigree help build a new winning culture in Sacramento?
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Sacramento weather is brought to you by Bonnie.
I'm Tamara Berg in the KCRA3 Weather Center for your Wednesday. Nice and cool beginning to the day. Thanks again to that Delta breeze. And a beautiful summer day is taking shape. I've got plenty of sunshine today. Southwesterly winds 5 to 10 during the daytime. And highs upper 80s to low 90s. You can always get the latest forecast on the KCRA3 News and the KCRA3 app.
Oh, the Sacramento heat. Right now, get your AC professionally tuned up for as low as just $59 and enjoy your summer nice and cool. Plumbing, electrical, heating, and air, Bonnie.com. Summer restrictions apply. License 696-355.
Skeeter here, my card. Field Tech, Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District. I never met a Culex terrasalis I didn't want to smack. That's Latin for mosquito. Hey, it's time again to fight the bite. Time to protect yourself from West Nile virus by applying insect repellent. Once a week, drain stagnant water and report dirty green swimming pools. Ew. They're breeding grounds.
The Sacramento Yellow Mosquito and Vector Control District reminds you it's time to fight the bite.
My card never gets old.
For more information or to report problems, go to fightthebite.net.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Toyota's 4th of July sales event is on. This is the season for more. This 4th of July, get 3.99% APR plus $500 finance cash on 2026 Tacoma SR5. Or get 2.99% APR plus $1,000 finance cash on Tundra. Make the most of summer in a new Toyota truck. Don't miss the 4th of July sales event. Toyota. Let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premier rated credit and can be combined with other offers. Cashback offer excludes Tundra TRD Pro and 6/30/26.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery. One of the most common questions I receive is, what makes us different from other law firms?
At Gingery, Hammer & Associates, we handle your case from beginning to the end.
Whether your case reaches a settlement, whether it must go into litigation, or whether it has to go all the way to trial, we will be with you along the entire way. And because we are committed to your case, we are as invested as you are in making sure you get the outcome you deserve.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
Did you really think Pure Talk was just going to sit back and watch America turn 250 years old without doing something awesome to celebrate? Of course not. That's why they're raising $250,000 for America's Warrior Partnership by the end of July. America's Warrior Partnership is on the front line of preventing veteran suicide. They've had extraordinary success, and here's how you can help. When you switch your cell phone service to Pure Talk this month, you'll be invited to round up to support America's Warrior Partnership. No pressure, but if you do, Pure Talk will match your donation dollar for dollar. And to further celebrate 250 years of our extraordinary democratic republic, Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. That's pound 250, say Mike Rowe. And happy birthday to us.
Join Kayla in Sactown Sports this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Cal Expo as the world's best skateboarders, BMX riders, and Moto X athletes take over Cal Expo June 26th through the 28th. Tickets at xgames.com.
It's time for your Sactown Soccer Report. Powered by Sac Yolo Mosquito and Vector Control District.
This week's key matches include Jordan versus Algeria, England versus Ghana, Switzerland versus Canada, Turkey versus USA, Norway versus France, and Panama versus England.
In soccer, defense wins championships. At home, defense stops mosquitoes. Train standing water. That's your backline. Dress with sleeves and defend with repellent. That's your keeper. Keep your doors and screens tight. That's your shutout. Sac Yolo Mosquito and Vector Control District. More tips at fightthebite.net. Reacting to yesterday's action and getting you set for tonight's second round. Here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Well, speaking of getting you set and ready to go, I have just confirmed as much as I can. We are double confirmed now that John Calipari, head coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks, formerly of Kentucky and other spots, but Darius Acuff coach, Memphis. And how great is that? Because not only is it just awesome to have Calipari on at 8 o'clock, I want to ask him about Tyreek Evans, Darius Acuff, and the situations they're both coming into in Sacramento. Because we just talked about that. We talked about Evans getting the keys, maybe a little too early.
Yeah, I think he and Cousins both got that probably too.
That's three guys that Calipari recruited and coached that have all look, let's be honest, more often than not, the lottery pick coming to Sacramento is the savior or the savior to be. So it's not like that's not a commonality, but to have two guards and then, of course, DeMarcus Cousins be in that spot, it'd be interesting to hear his comparisons on who he thinks is the most ready, similarities, differences, etc. And Coach Cal, if you've ever seen him, speak, and I'm sure you have, he's always an incredibly insightful interview. So
yes.
we should, again, double confirmed, we should have Coach Cal in about a half an hour. The Shai Gilgeous-Alexander trade is pretty much complete now. I think
done?
I think there might be a pick swap or two left, but Paul George goes from the Thunder to the Clippers. The Thunder receive Danilo Gallinari, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Jury's out.
Yeah.
SGA, good young guard, though.
Yeah.
2021 first-round pick that became Trey Mann. 2022 first-round pick that became Jalen Williams. 2023 first-round pick, Cason Wallace. 2024 first-round pick, Nikola Topic. And finally, a 2026 first-round pick. And we got to talk about this pick. Adi Mara, 7'3". Now the Thunder, this is interesting because Sam Presti now has Mara at 7'3". He's got Chet Holmgren at 7'1", 7'2", who's their starter, who's second in the Defensive Player of the Year race, with obviously behind Wemby. But they also have Isaiah Hartenstein.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta think Hartenstein's the odd man out here. I know that they did this a little bit with Wemby in mind, and that's what's getting all the hype. Is is he going to come in, and are you going to have Holmgren and Wemby, or excuse me, Holmgren and Mara leaning on Wemby for the 40 minutes he plays or whatever? And I'm not saying that's wrong, although let's be honest, Holmgren was not guarding Wemby that entire for the bulk of that. Here and there, the Thunder are currently 8th in the NBA in salary. And Isaiah Hartenstein on a team option, which I'm sure if they haven't, they will pick up, is at $28.5 million on an expiring. It makes you think that he may be the. I just don't see them keeping all three.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be interesting, though. They'll have all three, I think, unless a trade happens. They'll have all three this year. And Isaiah Hartenstein is a very, very, very useful player for them, and I got to imagine will command a market. I don't think he's no disrespect to Zach, but we talk about Zach's salaries, kind of dead money, no value. I don't think that's the case with Isaiah Hartenstein. I think, honestly, that's a guy that if Mara comes in and looks good, he might move, if not before the season, he might move in the season.
Yeah, it could be another chip, and that's what this organization has been really good at, continually staying kind of ahead of things and getting more picks, getting results from their picks. I mean, if they had signed Hartenstein, they won a championship, got to the Western Conference Finals, and if they move him and get something for him, I mean, that's a win all the way around, and they've done a lot of those success stories.
Now, we all love dunking on the Clippers for that Paul George trade. However, it ain't the Paul George trade. Who knows? Maybe it is. But as of right now, that Ivica Zubac trade, and no disrespect to Zubac, who's an incredibly serviceable player.
Still
and
could help Indiana a lot.
Very much could help Indiana a lot. But here right now is where that trade gets. The Pacers traded Zubac and Kobe Brown to the Pacers. L.A. got back now Keaton Vogler. That's that pick now being used. Benedict Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson. They still have a 2029 unprotected first-round pick from the Pacers and a 2028 second-round pick. Now, that's not the Paul George trade.
Right.
But, man, that looks like a really good trade for them.
Yeah, and what does Wagler become? Like, if he becomes great, then it's like, oh, my goodness, that was really bad for them. But, that's the wait and see. But so far, that looks – and that's the risk Indiana took. How different would it be if they were picking at 5?
Yeah. No, exactly right. Also, one other note, I gotta look at this and bring it up. I don't quite remember who it was, but the Pelicans trade that we talked about quite a bit.
That everybody killed them for.
Yeah, that everybody killed them for. Well, a lot of it, let's be honest, there was a little bit of luck of the draw there, but that is what happens. The Hawks end up getting Kingston Flemings. And then I'm trying to think. I can't quite remember who the other guy was, but it was so the Pelicans, in a sense, they get Derek Queen, and in exchange they traded Kingston Flemings. who the hell was the other guy? I don't know. But bottom line is it doesn't look as bad as we were worried about.
Right.
Probably me more than you earlier in the year. I do remember, to be fair, you were very much like, let's wait and see. And, you were correct. No surprise. Couple other notes for you, Jason Ross. Let's see. We here's a little bit of Darius Acuff. Or actually, let's go with Scott Perry. Just his initial comments. And Chris, did you say these are in daily? Do we have any Perry in daily? All right, let's get, for the first time, let's hear a little bit from him. Here's Perry just on Acuff in general.
This guy had a tremendous, historic freshman season at Arkansas. I mean, he was the second freshman to be named MVP of the conference, lead the conference in scoring and assisting since Pete Maravich. So I'm old enough to remember Pete Maravich. I don't know if all of you are, but he was a terrific player. And so to be in that kind of company says a lot about what that young man was able to accomplish. He's highly competitive. He's highly skilled. You know, the one thing that stands out about Darius, when he walks into a room, he believes he's going to be the best player in that gym, the best player on that floor. He has a very quiet confidence. It's not an arrogance, but a very quiet confidence. So that's very attractive about him.
Okay. How about Scott Perry and the guy he moved up to get, Alex Caravan?
We also were able to acquire the rights from in the trade with Cleveland to get Alex Caravan from University of Connecticut. He embodies what we're trying to establish here as a winning culture. Here's a young man, was a 4-year starter at UConn, played in the national championship game 3 times, won 2 national championships, excellent shooter, high IQ player, very good connector on the court. And as we all know, in today's game, you can't have enough shooting. So he adds that to us. But there's a toughness to him. There's a team spirit. And Alex, along with Darius, both embraced being here, wanted to be a part of what we're building here with the Kings. And so that really added something very, extra for us in deciding to select both of these young guys.
Okay. Well, he moved up. He got his guy. Also of note, we talked about more out of the Thunder. I was really hoping that Jaden Quaintance had slipped to the second round.
Yeah.
Or that the Kings would trade up and got the Spurs. Yeah. It's such a Spursy pick, dude. Now, I know we're all having fun dunking on the Spurs. I still think there's 28, perhaps 29 teams that would switch spots with the Spurs right now based on their future. Jaden Quaintance is a guy that has easily the highest NBA defensive upside in the draft, according to scouts. Blew his knee out. And on top of that, is probably going to need another knee surgery just to relieve all that. Now, this has Harry Giles vibes. We've been through that before, and it may very well end up being that. But the Spurs are the perfect team to take a flyer on him in the late second. Let him redshirt effectively if they want to, which is what I would do if I was them. But can you imagine a situation? If this guy is half of what they say he is, just defensively alone, pairing him up with a guy like Victor Wembanyama at power forward, jeez.
Yeah, it just shows you where they were. They're just in a different spot. I mean, other teams maybe could have taken the same risk, but to not have someone that may impact right away, it's tough. The Spurs can do that, and we'll see if it works out beautifully for them. 44-11-40 is your text line. John Calipari coming up in 20 minutes. We'll finish with a text. Speaking of high draft picks, you know who nobody ever talks about anymore? Zion Williamson. He's almost become irrelevant. I still kind of wait for that year where Zion all of a sudden plays like 75 games and is an MVP conversation. Everybody goes, oh, I forgot about Zion. But one reason I'm reading that is not everybody has forgotten about Zion Williamson, as I happen to be wearing his rookie year shoe. I have not hurt my ankles yet, but just happened to be wearing. I haven't broken the Zions out. I just did that to go with the Nirvana shirt, but haven't broken the Zions out in a while. It's actually a comfortable shoe, I'm not going to lie. Yeah.
But I don't think anybody's ever been like, are those Zions? I don't think that's really working as a. I don't know if Nike got.
Oh, you're loco, man.
I don't know if Nike's gotten their money's worth out of that. We'll take a break. John Calipari at the top of the hour. We'll get to more of Darius Acuff and Alex Karaban, your newest Sacramento Kings to be, right here on your home of the Kings, Sactown Sports.
The Kings officially got their guy. Following a breakout season at Arkansas, Darius Acuff Jr. is headed to Sacramento after adding one of the most electric scores in college basketball, as Scott Perry officially found the new face of the franchise.
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
And we're live from the living room as Doug eyes up the matchday spread. He's reaching for the Buffalo wing. Perfect. Hang on, what's this? Oh, he's gone for a can of Pepsi too. Incredible. What a finish. Sensational combination. Look at the delight on his face. There's no doubt about it. It just tastes better. Match days deserve Pepsi. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar for today's match. It's poetry in motion.
NASCAR legend Michael Waltrip is coming to Echo Park Automotive Sacramento this Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m. Get there early to meet Michael and celebrate Echo Park's sponsorship of A.J. Allmendinger's number 16 Chevrolet at Sunday's Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma Raceway. 10 pairs of race tickets are up for grabs in a live drawing, plus score an autographed A.J. Allmendinger hero card. And while you're there, browse Echo Park's huge inventory. Get the new car feel without the new car price. This Thursday, 2 to 4.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
What time does the kids' practice end? How long has that check engine light been on? Are takeout containers microwave safe?
So the last thing you should have to worry about is what to do if something unexpected happens on the road. That's why if you're ever in a major accident, Progressive's accident response can detect it and send help. It's just one less thing to worry about.
How long does chicken last in the fridge?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was going to unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Woodland. What's happening, Chad, for Chrysler's Make This the Summer events?
Right now, you can save up to $15,000 off MSRP on one of America's most popular trucks, the new 2026 Ram 1500 Crew Cab. Plus, with an EPA estimated 22 mpg, you're going to save big at the pump.
That's so important, especially with the gas tax going up next month.
A new Ram could be what you need to cut your fuel costs long term. Plus, you'll enjoy best-in-class luxurious cabin comfort in the most luxurious Ram 1500 ever. And with over 600 Rams available, you won't find a better selection of new Ram trucks in stock and ready for you to drive home today.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
15,000 total net savings after factory incentive and dealer discounts. Incentives include $500 on-the-job upfit for eligible upfit, 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance on eligible trade-in, 500 Hoblet business owner bonus for verified business owners, and 9,500 dealer discount. 10th this net savings. See dealer for details.
Ah, this feeling is brought to you by Aleve for back pain relief. What feeling is that, you ask? Well, it's the feeling you feel when you have relief from back pain. That move how you want to, not how you have to feeling. That keep going through your day without slowing you down feeling. The kind that brings you back to yourself all day long without interruption. Oh, yeah. Because Aleve offers long-lasting pain relief. Feel up to 12 hours of back pain relief with one dose. Feel Aleve. Use as directed for minor aches and pains.
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Mike Rowe here with another fun fact. If your concrete is cracked or uneven, you can actually lift it back up. Whether it's a sinking driveway, a patio, or a sidewalk, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to lift your concrete slabs. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
When a person is seriously injured, there's no substitute for the personal legal relationship offered by the local NorCal firm of Ashton and Price. From the first attorney meeting, every important decision is made with a direct consultation with, and I can't believe I have to say this, a real, live, experienced, flesh and blood local attorney. It's called Home Court Advantage for a reason. Ashton and Price, serious local attorneys for serious people with serious injuries with no fee until we win. For the best local advice, don't think twice. Call
right now. So glad you were locked in. If you want to sound off, 1-800-920-1140 is your phone line. 44-1140 or 916-339-1140 is your text line. You will not hear John Calipari anywhere but the number one rated sports show in the entire city, right here on Sactown Sports. He will join us, we hope, in 13 minutes.
Okay.
To talk about his ex-player, Darius Acuff Jr. So, Jason, they get their point guard of the present, their point guard of the future. It came down to really the Nets or the Kings, and I think Kings fans were very excited about that. We can tell, and here we are.
Yeah, I think, right there, what do you think on just that premise? Like, again, I think you have to be careful on just giving the keys to somebody, but aren't they going to do that? I mean, I would think based on talent, based on resume, based on situation, and a lot of veterans around him. Like if we assume Levine and Sabonis are here, why can't he be the starting point guard day one?
I'm a big fan, less of the and football fans will get this, especially older ones. Less of the Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love thing, and more a fan of the Peyton Manning, Troy Aikman process. Both Manning and Aikman went 1-15 their rookie years. They ended up doing quite well. I think there is nuance though. What the Kings did with Tyreek Evans was it was a little bit of what they did with Jimmer Fredette. And Fredette was a pick to fill seats. They picked him for all the wrong reasons, and they tried to force it. What's that show that said stop trying to make fetch happen? Like it was one of those
Mean
things.
Girls.
There you go.
It's a movie.
It's a movie, sorry. Well, actually. In Tyreek Evans' case, he had the talent, but it's just like, all right, dude, 25-5, first since LeBron. Yeah. Let's do that.
Save the team.
Look, Acuff is going to need to be coached and coached hard. And I hope Doug Christie and his staff, and I'll believe it until I don't see it, are up to the process. But, yeah, dude, get in here, play 30, 35 minutes a game, push through that rookie wall, have those 8 turnover nights. Have that shot you missed at the buzzer. Have that errant pass that goes into the third row. Do all the stuff. And fans, we're going to have to, of course, be a little patient with the guy. He's 19 years old and breaking into the NBA, playing with grown men. Let me save the surprise here. Darius Acuff is going to make some terrible, sloppy, just goofy mistakes next year. And that is absolutely okay, because you know what I remember? I remember Kobe Bryant coming in at the end of games and airballing and looking like he was absolutely lost at 18. I remember now Allen Iverson coming out of Georgetown, as good as he was his rookie year, just doing some like, what are you even doing? And now it's just going, oh, man, you can't. That's part of the process. You learn.
Yeah.
Got to do that.
And when all those negative things happen too, there'll be nights where you go, did you see what he did to Steph?
Exactly.
Or SGA or Brunson or who? I mean, all these great point guards in this league. He has to go through that. You're right, Dave. He has to have that night where maybe he even leaves the gym and doubts, like, oh my gosh. 2 for 11, 8 turnovers, missed those free. That's part of the league. And then there'll be a night where like, man, he looked like he was the best player on the floor. So those things happen. He's got to experience that. And I mean, there's no other way to do it but then just go through it. And nobody just comes in perfectly. And I think in a perfect situation, I think for him, he'll be given every opportunity to be that starting point guard.
Let me ask you a question that's way horse before the cart on the other foot. Do you re-sign Russell Westbrook? Now that we know who we got.
I would like to know what other options there are.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's assume the draft goes as it goes. And by the way, I can't imagine the decision to sign or not re-sign Russell Westbrook will rest on, even if they get another point guard in the second round. I don't think that's going to be the difference maker. As it is right now, their guard lineup, point guard that is, consists of Darius Acuff, Russell Westbrook. Interesting that on the ESPN depth chart, they have Alex Karabian on there, but they do not have Darius Acuff. So you've got, as of right now, guys that can play point guard legitimately at some point. You have Westbrook, Devin Carter, Malik Monk. I don't know. Do they still have Killian Hayes?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're.
But I don't think and they don't play Monk there that much. If we assume it's Acuff, Carter, and Hayes, that to me is not enough. I don't think. I mean, that's either unproven or young and new at this, and I don't know.
I don't know. If I'm Scott Perry, I seem to be right now at this second. Here's where I'm leaning. I understand Russell Westbrook has his faults. But if you're Scott Perry and you sit down with Russ and you go, look, man, we'll bring you back, but just so you know, like, Acuff's getting 30 to 35 minutes a night. Your job is basically, let me go back to Bull Durham. Your job is basically, you're going to be the Crash Davis to Darius's Nuke Lelouch. You're a mentor. We're going to need you on the floor at times, but your job is probably more mentoring this kid on, and by the way, anybody that age worships at some level Russell Westbrook. So he's going to have command of the room and command of the attention. Your job is to be a vet leader. And by the way, we heard reports yesterday that if there's no trade partner, the Kings, no surprise, will waive DeMar DeRozan. So factoring that in, that's when you think about Sabonis might be on his way. Levine's in a contract year, and I don't know how you don't hear a ton about his leadership one way or the other. If you're losing DeMar, does DeMar leaving make Russ a little more attractive because you need that vet on those road trip losses, on the bus, on the plane, to be present, somebody that can act as the Vince Carter to De'Aaron Fox? I'm trying to pitch it here.
Yeah, no, I mean, we saw some of the value that he had here. I mean, he also played well at times. I mean, there were other times I thought maybe Russ hurt the team in some sense. I mean, look, they all had their faults. They didn't have a great year. I just wonder what the other options are. And when they got Russ and Schroeder last year, I remember thinking, man, I think Russ is brought in here to be the backup, but I wouldn't be surprised. Just how competitive he is and results-oriented, wouldn't be surprised if he ends up being the starter, and he ended up being the starter.
But that's something that if Westbrook came back would have to be incredibly clear. Dude, the only way you're starting a game this year, knock on wood, is if something happens to Acuff.
Right.
Like, he's the starter. I don't care if he's averaging 3 points a game for the first 40 games. Like, he's your starter.
We want to see what he can be.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we are efforting, and I think we have efforted Arkansas head basketball coach John Calipari to talk about Darius Acuff, and we'll go into the history of a few other Kings as well. We'll do that right after this.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger, Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Don't miss out on the biggest action sports event happening in Sacramento this June. Tickets are now live for MoonPay X Games Sacramento 2026. See nearly 100 of the world's best skate, BMX, and Moto X athletes compete at Cal Expo June 26th through 28th. Music performances featuring electronic music icon Cascade on Friday, June 26th, and Grammy-winning producer and artist Mustard, and music producer DJ Subtronics on Saturday, June 27th. Score your tickets today at xgames.com.
Is the volatility of the stock market driving you crazy? Is your retirement account sinking, yet you're getting older and you're starting to worry about, will I have enough for retirement? What about the money in the bank? These banks pay nothing these days. How do we get growth to get to retirement account? It's simple. Move into gold and silver. Want to know how to do it? Listen to my show, Striking Gold, with me, Kenny Michaels.
Want the best movie experience in town? Join Sactown Sports IMAX Pass by visiting SactownSports.com. Sign up today. You can win tickets to see this week's films at the Esquire IMAX Theater.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. After 15 years and over 50,000 cancellations, I can tell you with confidence, we know how to get you out of your timeshare. Call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit guide absolutely free with all your options for cancellation. Attorneys, this was meant to be funny, so please don't sue me, especially my friend Kenneth from Black River Falls, Wisconsin.
Call now for your free timeshare exit info kit. 800-881-8686. That's 800-881-8686. 800-881-8686.
Capital Casino is conveniently located in downtown, 411 16th Street, and has been a part of the greater Sacramento area for over 20 years. They offer the best variety of games in the region in a safe and friendly environment, and there's plenty of parking, all well lit and monitored by security. Come have a great meal at the cafe and restaurant inside. Capital Casino has the best food, the best service, and the best action, but please always remember to gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER.
KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX HD3 Sacramento.
From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are halfway through the week. Your week! So right now, I need every single listener on their feet. Callers, texters, YouTubers, make some noise for Sacramento's favorite sports morning show. Carmichael Dave, Jason Ross, and the man behind the glass, Chris Berlard.
We are back. And we're back. We're awaiting John Calipari, who should join us in just moments. It's always nerves whenever you got a...
He's not nervous. He's smooth.
Oh, yeah, he's
just smooth.
He's as smooth as it gets. He is as smooth as it gets. So as soon as he hops on, I am told he is about to hop on the stream any second now. And when he does, should I say if he does? I just don't want to mess with the basketball guys.
He's coming through.
We'll bring him right in to talk about your friend and mine, newest member of the Sacramento Kings, Darius Acuff. We've said it before. We'll say it again. The Kings fans very happy when Darius Acuff's name was announced. If you went, if you were out there and you heard the cheers at the watch party when Acuff's name was announced. it's safe to say, I mean, Sacramento's going to have their back no matter what, but it is an exciting time in Sacramento, and it's an exciting time right now as we welcome in, I mean, I'll introduce him anyways, the legendary one, fresh back, by the way, as I understand it, from New York.
Wow, busy.
Being there to support his players, now back in Arkansas. Joining us this morning, Coach John Calipari. Cal, it's Dave, it's Jason. Thank you for joining us. Good morning.
Hey, guys, look. I don't know cameras real well, so my head is huge right now in this camera, but everybody can hear me. So, I didn't get back here till about 3, but it was well worth the trip, as it always is. Nerve-wracking. I've got 2 guys that still have to get drafted, Malik Thomas and Trevin Brazile, who I know will go early in this second round. Really feel bad that they did not go in the first round. But you know what? Everybody is on their own path. And I heard you talk about me being happy. I know the whole staff. Vivek and I go way back since he's been trying to recruit my guys and, positionless basketball and all this stuff that he and I have already talked about. So we were on the phones about this. Scotty coached the kid's dad, for God's sakes, and BJ and I talked, and so this is a great day for Darius, but also for Sacramento. Great kid, worker, can be the face of your team because of the kind of person he is, and that may take time, but he's that kind of player. I compare him to what kind of went on with Maxey when, size-wise or this, that. And I said to everybody, you're going to regret passing on this guy. You're going to regret it. And in this case, I've been saying the same thing. And I will tell you that he's ready to go. I'm excited because they really wanted him. They really wanted him. And it's going to work for all parties.
And you think, Coach, like day one, that's tough to come into this league and flourish, but he's got confidence. He flourished for you. Do you think he's ready to go, as ready as you can be, NBA ready, if the Kings put him in that lineup day one?
Here's why. The guys that can walk in that league, because there's ups and downs. There's too many games. You walk in that league, there's 2 things in my mind you have to be. You have to love the gym. I mean, you have to love being lonely. You have to spend extra time. You also have to have illogical confidence. Well, where does it come from? Well, either you're delusional or you live in the gym. And then you have that kind of confidence that is so strong, it doesn't matter what comes at you. I hate to put like 20 and 10 out there, but I will. That's kind of what I say.
Oh, did we lose the connection completely? Okay, well, if we're going to lose the connection, 20 and 10 is a great
That's
place.
What I heard.
It's a great place to lose the connection, as we'll try to reestablish with Coach Calipari. One thing that is very evident with Cal, the dude rides for his players.
Oh, and he should. It's rewarded him.
It absolutely has. One thing we'll bring up with him, too, is the amount of money. The amount of money. Do we have him back, I think? No, I hear something. Okay. The amount of money that his players have gone on to make in the NBA is, and we talked about this a little bit yesterday before the draft, is astounding. I want to say the number is eclipsed $6 billion.
Wow.
$6 billion as we welcome Coach back here. And again, the power of the internet. Coach, we lost you at a perfect point if we're going to lose you. You said, and I quote, I don't want to throw 20 and 10 out there, but I'm gonna.
Yeah, he's one that because of his confidence, you notice I got the camera right the second time, which is kind of amazing. I can't do anything by myself, so I didn't have staff. I'm in my house. Look, my head's not where it's supposed to be now. Okay, let me move
You're doing great.
No, he is one that I knew that Maxey could do it. You know, some of these guys are going to be able to go in and do the things they need to do, but he will be one of those guys because of a competitive spirit, will to win. I'll just give you one thing. He didn't go home over Christmas. I said, "Why aren't you going home?" He said, "Because I'm gonna get my workouts in." And one of the coaches that lived in town worked him out every day. That's who he is. He's a gym rat. We lose to Alabama on the road in double overtime. He scores 49. His foot was bothering him. I had kept him out, put the boot on, don't practice for a while. Let's get this. After the game, I said, "Why don't you sit out the next game?" We were playing Missouri at home. And he looks at me and he said, "We just lost." And he got up and left my office with the boot on and played the next few games. And he's all healthy now. But it's going to be, and I know there are other good players in this draft. But I've coached a long time, so I've seen a lot of good players. But he's one not afraid to miss the game winner. That's how you make game winners. You're not afraid to miss the game winner. And he's excited to be there. We sat at that table, and I said, "This is going to play out perfect. You're going to be where you need to be, where they really want you, and he's going to be good." Now, I'm going to have to come out to some games again.
Well, and Coach, this is far from our first experience with you or your players. This is actually now spanning 3 schools, going back to Tyreek Evans, and obviously Boogie Cousins, and now Darius Acuff, and of course Scal and some other guys were in there. But
what about De'Aaron Fox?
De'Aaron Fox, excuse me. So
Malik, how about Malik Monk?
Yes, I do.
Should we keep going?
I knew I was playing with fire here. With
hold on.
Okay.
How about Trey Lyles?
Yeah,
I love Trey Lyles. We know Coach Cal players, and you're such a mentor to these kids, obviously, and they're teenagers that are away from home for the first time, and now they're going to go to a city like Sacramento where basketball is everything. Do you have a conversation with them, for example, on we were talking about the pressure of getting the keys to the castle? This is a team that won 22 games last year. So what would you say, or maybe what did you say to Darius when it came to, hey, this is where you're going, this is what to expect? Coach, you with us? We still have Coach? That was a really good question.
It was a good question.
It was a great
I hear a little bit of background.
Yeah, we don't know if the audio cut out or not. Something's going on internet-wise there. I think that was honestly the best question.
I think so.
Maybe he's ever been asked.
Maybe he was shocked by it and was needing to think and regroup.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was.
Yeah.
I guess we can play with that, and if we can't get the video set up, maybe we can do a call or something. But either way, we'll try to reestablish with Coach Cal, as he said, the long
He knew his list of Kings players. That was impressive.
And I knew going down that road. I knew that it would, and my bad on with De'Aaron Fox as coach, we're powering through. I mean, much like Darius Acuff in that boot, we're not gonna we're not gonna stop heading forward. I think you're back with us. I was just simply, I'll shorten it, asking you, what do you tell Darius coming out to Sacramento, what to expect pressure-wise, but also city-wise? You're very familiar with this fan base.
He and I haven't talked in those terms yet, but I told him how lucky he was that he's got an owner that really wants him. He's got the Scotty, you go all the way down to the staff that really wants him. And knows who he is, like thoroughly knows who he is and what he can do. And he's fortunate. He and I will have that talk. the biggest part of that is he's hard on himself. You got to be your biggest cheerleader in that league. Because it's a different way of coaching. It's not there just to pick you up. You got a job to do. You're professional. You're stepping into NBA. You ready? No boys allowed. NBA. And you got to grow fast, which means you can't be tough on yourself. You live in the gym, expect to do well. You should do well. He's a beast physically. And who proved to you guys you could be a smaller guard and really lead a team to a championship?
Yep.
Jalen.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about it. You talk about Tyrese is not 6'5". I mean, so this kid, 6'2" with a 6'7" wingspan. He's a better defender than you think, and here's why he'll be. I've already talked to him about being a target. If you're a target in the NBA, they're doing whatever they can to get you on the ball, and then that man's taking you. If you want to be the target, go in there and act like defense doesn't matter. And in the playoffs, it was ridiculous. Whoever they could get to be a bad defender on the ball, that's what they did. If you can't physically stay up with this game, it's going to take you years and years and years. He can't. He's like a beastie. He's a tough, hard-nosed, but he's a great kid. I mean, it's he and his mom and dad and sister. It was all, and then he had 75 family members from Detroit there. They were all there.
Wow.
I mean, it was a great scene.
Coach, you mentioned he's going to be a better defender than people think. That was a criticism. Tell us why. Is that a fair criticism of him? They're always going to point out strengths and weaknesses. What do you think he will be able to do defensively for the Kings and as a rookie in this league?
Well, the question becomes, can you be the best defender and the best version of you defensively? I mean, he's not going to be that guy that just goes and shuts out the other team. But he can play pick and roll defense. He's physical on the ball. You got to be able to chess people and hold your position because that's where the game is now. You can't hand check the way it used to be, but when that guy drives, you just physically foul him with your chest. They're letting that go. He can do all that. I've had other players that they talk about. He's not a great defender. They tried to say that about Karl Towns and this, that, and the other. You know what? As soon as he started getting the ball more and they played through him, he became a better defender. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
He rebounded better. He blocked more shots. And you're going to say, we're not going to be talking about this kid's defense. What we're going to do is ticket sales are going up because people are going to want to watch him play. He's so fun to watch. I mean, I caught myself watching him at times. Now, I had to call him in a couple times, and I needed him to really get Malik Thomas involved. And I sat them both down and said, look, you got to get him involved. You get yourself free, and you get him involved so that we can have this team we're trying to build. And he did it. He'll do whatever you say. I mean, he's coachable. He had some things that he had to mature on when we got him. But you know what's crazy? We talked about him in the recruiting process. Mom, Dad, and him, I talked about exactly, here's where you have to grow. And you know what? He knew it. And that's why he wanted to play for me, because I told him the truth. That's what he wants. I mean, most of the kids in that league, and I say kids, minor kids, but they want to be coached. They want to be told the truth. They want to be able to trust what they're dealing with. And he's no different. But I'll say this, unbelievably good for Sacramento, but also for him. And you'll watch. People are going to want to go to the games because they're going to want to see him. He is going to want to win. So Scotty and the boys got to put that team together so they can win, because he will want to win. It's important to him.
The legend, Coach Calipari, joining us right now on Sactown Sports. Coach, you won't remember this, but about 13 years ago, I'm going to bring up a mutual we have. I don't know what kind of what Andrew Rogers has on you, but obviously he helped us tremendously in getting you on this morning, and he facilitated. I've been out to see you guys 3 times. We went out and it was the year you played Alabama. You were number 1. That was with, I think, Devin Booker and Willie Cauley-Stein on the squad. Michael Buffer was doing the intros, and we got to sit with you, see a practice, sit in your office, and you were so wonderful with your time and so amazing to listen to. One of the things that really stuck out to me, I can't remember if it's a picture, a frame, but you have a like a running tally of, in addition to the paninis on the walls of all the former greats, of the money that your players have made and are continuing to make in the NBA. I know you broke the record for first-round picks, I think it was last night. Players over $6 billion, I think, in NBA salary. You've come so far in your career. Now when you step into a living room, it's got to be almost a done deal. But how much has recruiting changed over the years for you and your experience?
It's really, I appreciate you bringing it up. And it is $6 billion, and it is 13 All-Stars, and it is 42 All-Star games, and it is 4 number 1 picks, and it is 45, 50 lottery picks.
Wow.
It is 2 MVPs. Who's the second MVP? You know Shea's one. Yeah. Who's the other one?
Let's see.
Wait, who is?
Derrick
Okay.
Rose.
Memphis. Yeah, you're right.
So, but here's again, my best players have all been good guys, and I believe it's because of how we recruit. If you're into drinking, clubbing, chasing, smoking, why would you come here? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself, and why'd you do it to me? If you don't love being in the gym and you don't love the process, if you don't love being lonely at times and doing it yourself, why would you come here? You have to be on a mission. This isn't for everybody. I'm not going to promise you start. You got to go take what you want. I'm not going to run 35 plays for you every game. This isn't about you. It's about us. I'm going to teach you how to be a great teammate. You want to be a great teammate? Those are the guys in the NBA. If they're really good and they're really good teammates, they're max deals. My guys have about 30% of the max deals. That's just saying. Is that a humble brag right there?
That's a flex.
It's a good flex.
Why not flex?
Yeah. So I think, again, if you talk to John Wall, like there have been players to go to my past players, and he will say, Devin Booker said it. Listen, he ain't going to run a whole lot of plays for you. Can you go get your own shot? Do you understand? It's hard, but it can change your life. But it's hard. Nothing is given. You have to take what you want. But learning to be a great teammate. Because all these kids grow up, the coach, they're taking all the shots. They're doing all the stuff. Now you come to a situation where you're with other good players. And the other good players, here's a comment I'll make. If you want to be in a gym where you're by far the best player, you're in the wrong gym. You want to be in a gym where everybody's better, where you got to catch up, where you got to figure things out. You got to run faster. You got to be more physical. That's the gym you want to be in. You know, you talk about Andrew Rogers. He goes back to my days with Big Cuz, who I love to death. And
your wife's favorite player, last I checked, was Boogie Cousins.
She used to yell at me, stop yelling at him. And he would say, tell him, Miss Cal, tell him, please tell him. But he deserved to be yelled at.
Yeah, I believe that.
But I love him to death. And I was at Andrew's wedding, and you know, you come across in life, this whole thing is about relationships that are created, that are real, that are authentic, that are two-way streets. And Andrew's a connector. Yep. He's one of those guys. He gets things done. If he's in your corner, he'll help. He'll do what he has to. But he's also a warrior. You know, you need goodwill ambassadors. You ready? I respect coaches, believe me, because it's really hard. But I'm trying to out-care them with my guys and hold them accountable, make them uncomfortable, get them to understand this is a path, and you're not going to like me all the time. I can deal with that. but I need you to understand it isn't what I do. It's what you do. So it's what all these players have done that have made it's not what I've done. It's the path that we created, guys. So when I'm sitting at that table, that path that they have to walk is what they walk to get to where they're trying to go.
You know, Coach, last one for me here is last night wasn't new to you. This has happened to you many times, but it's been, you know, SGA's dream, John Wall's dream, Devin Booker's dream, and you've seen it all play out. What was it like to yet be a part of that for what now is Darius Acuff's dream? And again, not new to you, but this is their big night. And, you know, does it feel like a sense of pride for you to see another one of yours get to the league?
So last night, after everything was over, I had 15, 16, 17 Arkansas people who have helped me at the draft in a box. And I said, when you get a moment, I need you to come up. And then I had it arranged so he could get on an elevator and not have to go through the crowd and come up the back way. But it was 11 o'clock, 11:15, and he had gone all day and was probably anxious. You know what? Him, his mom, his dad, his people, they came up that night. That shows you his appreciation. It shows you who he is. And his dad finally said, Coach, he got to see some family. We got to get out of here. I said, go, go, go. We took a picture with all the guys. Look, those people were so ecstatic for him, and he showed respect back. That's who he is. And again, you know, for me, I go into these homes, and I'll say, we do right, and we all do this together. It's not going to be like this long. So this isn't just a young person making it. This is a families and their family's family and their family's family and family all changing. The direction of their family just took a hard right to the better. Their family and everybody involved with their family. And I just don't take it lightly. I don't look at a young person and say, he's an asset. That's someone's child. I'm coaching 17 and 18-year-olds, 19. I'm trying to stay away from the 27-year-olds. But, you know, but you're coaching these young guys. That's someone's child. And they're looking at this saying, like, in some cases, this is our chance for the American dream. And their child is a genius, just like a pianist, just like a math genius. They're a genius in what they do. But I still got to challenge them. I still got to make them uncomfortable. I still got to hold them accountable. I still got to be aggressive at times to get them to do the right stuff. And I'm loving doing it. I've got a really good team of a bunch of good guys this coming year. Now, do you know what our average age is of my team? You know what's going on around the country with 25s, and whether it be Euros or reclass or 8 years of eligibility, all this stuff we're dealing with. What do you think the average age of this class is?
I bet you it's still around, what, 19, 20? I bet you it's still young.
18, 8.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Now, I told my AD, I don't know if we can win this way. You know what I'm telling the kids, you know what? If you're good enough, you're old enough. Let's go. There ain't no excuses. Let's do it. It's what we've done. Now I want to try to do it with a really young team.
You have been incredibly nice with your time, especially considering your schedule yesterday and today. And again, I'll publicly thank you. He's like a brother to me as well, Andrew, who now I believe after you said what you said has his outgoing phone message for the rest of his life. You're tough to not root for, Coach, and you've sent a lot our way here in Sacramento. I know you root for us as well, and we really look forward to seeing you out here for a few games, and it'll be nice to see you again.
I'll be out there, guys. Thanks. I appreciate you. Take care of my boy.
Boys.
B-O-Y-S.
Exactly.
Right.
Thanks, Coach. Take care. That is Coach John Calipari. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We're way over the break, but we'll take one. We'll come back. We'll recap some of that, including there was an earthquake while we were talking.
Apparently.
There was an emergency services alert while we I think the gods were doing everything they could to get in front of Coach Calipari, and what did he do? He jammed right through the whole thing and came through in the clutch. We'll take a break. We're right back after this.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Woodland. Chad, tell me what's going on for Chrysler's Make This the Summer event.
Well, you'll have to choose between 3 great deals. 0% financing for 60 months, 2.9% financing for 72 months, or 4.9% financing for 84 months. And whichever you choose, you get no payments for 90 days.
Whoa, that was so many numbers. I don't even know what it all means.
It means you will save thousands of dollars on your new Ram truck with the best financing options available. It's a choose-your-own savings and payments adventure with Hoblet Dodge.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at hobletdodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, and now unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
Financing through SFS for qualified buyers. 0% for 60 months equals $16.67 per thousand borrowed. 2.9% for 72 months equals $15.15 per thousand borrowed. 4.9% for 84 months equals $14.08 per thousand borrowed. No payments for 90 days on approved credit. Interest accrues from date of purchase. Offers cannot be combined with certain other incentives. Excludes Ram, 1500 RHO, and Tungsten models. Sample VIN 342368. See dealer for details.
Are you looking for a night out that actually delivers? Grab your friends and head to Sutter Health Park for Sacramento River Cats baseball. We've got cold drinks, great vibes, and live baseball all in one place. Get your tickets at rivercats.com.
You know, I used to think all money managers were the same until I spoke with Fisher Investments.
Really? How different are they?
Fisher's investment counselors are dedicated to service, not sales, keeping clients up to date on their portfolio.
Well, they probably just invest in a bunch of mutual funds like I do.
Nope. They build a tailored portfolio based on their clients' personal goals, helping them stay on track for a comfortable retirement.
Well, they must make commissions selling products.
Actually, Fisher doesn't sell any commission-based products. They're a fiduciary, and they believe that's a conflict.
Then they have some kind of complex fee structure.
Nope. Fisher has a simple, transparent fee that's a percentage of their client's portfolio. So they do better when their clients do better.
It sounds like Fisher really is different.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Fisher Investments. Clearly different wealth management. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com/different. Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
At Power Business Technology, we're not another big box corporation. We're your neighbors, locally owned and operated. We know what businesses like yours need, from reliable printers to high-performance copiers. We'll help you find the right solution with personal service you just can't get online. Need setup or support? We're just down the road and always happy to help. Power Business Technology, family hometown service with big-time solutions. Contact us today for all your business printing needs at 844-POWER-BZ. That's 844-769-3729 or visit us at powercopiers.com. Catch every soccer tournament match live on the big screens at Super Taco. Join Sactown Sports 1140 for the ultimate viewing party. Win official jerseys, gift cards, and epic merchandise while enjoying great food. Bring your friends, wear your colors, and catch the action. Super Taco. Great food, great fun. See you there.
Today on the pod, we're talking to Megan, trapeze artist and Scratchers enthusiast. So, Megan, what do you like about playing Scratchers?
Well, they're easy to play when I'm hanging around.
Oh, okay. Like when you're relaxing?
No, like when I'm hanging on the trapeze. I swing upside down, then do a quadruple somersault, all while playing Scratchers. Watch this. Ta-da!
Unbelievable.
I know, right?
Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase player claim.
In celebration of 80 years of 49ers football, Sactown Sports is counting down 80 of the most memorable moments that have shaped the team's storied legacy and winning tradition. Here's today's faithful flashback.
Number 54, overwhelming Oakland. The first division title.
The San Francisco 49ers clinched their first ever division title by defeating the Oakland Raiders 38-7 in the 1970 regular season finale. The game was played in rainy conditions at the Coliseum, and with the Rams winning earlier in the day, San Francisco had to win. Led by NFL MVP John Brody and his 3 touchdowns, the 38-7 victory allowed the 49ers to secure their first divisional championship following the NFL-AFL merger.
Faithful flashbacks on Sactown Sports 1140.
It's NBA Draft Day Part 2.
Reacting to yesterday's action and getting you set for tonight's second round. Here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Welcome back. Our sincere thanks.
That was awesome.
To Coach John Calipari. That was really, really cool. First off, it's Coach Cal.
Yes.
Right? So stop right there. Nice to have him on. Secondly, I know, look, we'll be transparent as always. Like, I know that Coach isn't going to come on. No coach is going to come on and be like, well, there's some questions about
I don't
him.
like this pick for you guys.
I don't, that defense, but going to defense, he addressed it right out of the gate.
Yep.
And however you feel about Coach Calipari, he's a genius when it comes to coaching kids. That's just an undeniable fact. The track record is the greatest of all time. So when he speaks, yeah, you know he's going to, and you could hear the loyalty and the love in his voice, not just about Acuff, but all his players. But he's also making really salient points. He wants to be coached hard. You got to coach these guys right. Yep. He has a long relationship, Cal does, with this team, ownership, coaches, all across the board. So when one of his guys comes here, and a main guy, not to disrespect any of the others, but this is one of the crown jewels of his programs, and you hear how excited he is, how much he wanted Acuff to come here.
Sure.
You got to feel good about that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's, we say this a lot. It's all how you look at things. Let's even take a guy in the league that we would say every organization in the league would take right now is Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
He's going into year 4, and even going into year 4, I would say he doesn't have a go-to move. All right.
Yeah.
There's a flaw. There's a critique. There's something that he can get better at. There's always going to be, and he addressed the two things I think we heard the most about with Acuff, his defense and his size. Well, size, if you're big enough, if you're good enough, you're big enough, is what he said. And his defense is better than what you think. But he's not going to be the guy that, hey, look, SGA's coming in.
Right.
Darius, go stop him. Like, nobody does, but that's going to be probably a Hunter assignment or a Keegan Murray assignment.
That's right.
So he's going to have to adjust to that, but also when he's called upon, he's going to have to be better defensively.
Yes.
I mean, he has to get better at it.
We had there was, when you look back, and here is, here's the main argument against folks like me that bring that up as an issue. Well, you'd rather have a 10 at one thing than 2 6s on both sides. Steph Curry is not a defensive stopper. Damian Lillard, not a defensive stopper. Jalen Brunson, not a defensive stopper. That's your reigning finals MVP. So we have seen multiple blueprints, especially in the case of Curry and Brunson, who are champions. Lillard never got there.
Right.
Of your regular size, whatever, 6'2", 6'3" guards that are not defensive dudes. But again, going back to what I think is the Scott Perry blueprint, of which he did the early parts, and then Leon Rose and World Wide West took over in New York and finished. But get your Brunson, get your point of attack, and then it comes down to surround them with stretchable wings. The Josh Hart, who's so underrated as a rebounder, even though he's technically a guard, big guy down the middle. And you look to that history, Jason, and go, okay, maybe along with getting out of cap hell, this is the start of the Perry blueprint that's already worked in the past.
Yeah, and the other way to look at it for Kings perspective, Kings fans, like, Dave, I don't know this for a fact, but I do believe if he was considered the best defensive guard in this draft, they don't get him at 7.
That's exactly right.
He might go 1,
That's
2.
exactly
there's
right.
no chance that he's there.
That's right.
They've already talked. I mean, nobody's really – I haven't heard anybody question his offense, to be honest.
No.
And that's also fair to go, I'm sure that's not polished. I'm sure he needs to improve.
Yeah.
I'm sure that can get better. Now he's going to be playing against men, and the best defensive guys may go, oh, no, we need to stop Acuff at the point of attack. Now all of a sudden you're going against the best. How does he handle that? He's got to go through all that and get better even on what is a strength. So lots of growth, but it's got to start somewhere.
Yeah, and again, that unlike Curry and Lillard, well, maybe Lillard a little bit, but Curry wasn't a 2010 guy. Now Steph's in a, I'm not trying to
it took him a while
get
to
too
get there.
lost there.
Yeah.
But Acuff isn't just a scorer. Acuff's also a proven distributor as well. And that was another anecdote Cal dropped, is sitting Acuff and another one of his players down and talking about involving each other and involving the other player more. And Acuff responded to that. When you I think the best teams are those that are the ones that they trust. They trust that if they pass the ball, they're going to get the ball back. The offense is free flowing. Is Darius Acuff along with Alex Caravan? Is that the Stephen Clay model? Is that what? Because I'm ready to say that right now.
Oh, you are.
I'm ready to say that basically
Carmichael Dave says
the next generation, the new Steph Curry Klay Thompson combination, is Darius Acuff and Alex Caravan. By the way, but where's Draymond? Oh, his name's Dylan Cardwell.
Oh, wow.
A kind of an undersized center type that,
So when's the parade?
Let's let the Spurs and Thunder and Knicks mess around with it. We need time. But I wouldn't make any plans for, say, middle of June 2028.
Okay.
Maybe
I can
29.
wait a year. 2 years? I don't know.
And then when we're coming off our title in 2030, by the way, repeat.
Oh,
and maybe a three-peat. Yeah. And wow, I forgot. We have lowly Minnesota's unprotected pick swap. What do you know?
Take that, Wolves.
Oh, no, the Spurs have our pick swap in 2031. Have fun with number 30.
Who are you?
San Antonio.
Positive Dave.
No, you know what? You know what it is? It's the Calipari effect.
Yeah.
I'm ready to run through a wall. Why spend any time on the negatives?
Yeah, I know he doesn't need it by any means. You've been around it, but imagine if he got a cut of the $6 billion, or what was the number? He had the running total going of the amount of money he's made. He's like, it's also 2 MVPs, it's this many All-Stars, this many first round. And I was like, man.
Well, that's the thing we were talking about with him. Like, imagine you're Fred Smith, coach of blah blah blah, and you're going into somebody's living room and saying, all right, son and mom and dad, and all, here's what we can offer. And then Cal comes in, he's like, okay, so my guys have made a little over $6 billion. I have more first-round picks than anybody in history. We're going to take care of you 100%. We got some NIL money over here waiting, and we'll get you in the first round. Take care of your family, and you're always welcome here. And here's 5 guys I have on speed dial that are former MVPs that you can talk to about the experience.
Yeah, sometimes my assistant will handle it, and it's John Wall, it's
right.
De'Aaron Fox,
right.
It's his past players. Devin Booker closes the deal.
Here's a video from Anthony Davis, DeMarcus Cousins, and De'Aaron Fox all talking about why you, Jason Ross, should come to Arkansas and play basketball.
Sweet.
And it's the thing about John Calipari and guys like that, and there aren't too many guys like that, but he is a traveling blue chip college university type. I'm convinced,
who does he have to convince? Honestly,
we got to go to break, and I'm not trying to be. I am being a little bit silly here, but not 100% silly. If we somehow were able to convince John, and by the way, this is no disrespect to Mike Bibby or anyone there, but if Coach Calipari said, you know what, I want to try my hand at Sac State.
Stingers up.
Dude, how long until they're in the tournament making noise simply because of the presence of Calipari?
Yeah, it's true.
So when he's putting his stamp on these things, by the way, John Calipari guards have had a little bit of success in the NBA.
Just a little.
I'm ready for the parade. We'll take a break. By the way, that interview, and I think we'll doctor it a bit, not the audio, but the video to make it more digestible. We didn't even talk about that. That's all up on or be up on the website, sactownsports.com, the app, and, of course, YouTube. We'll take a break. First time all day, we're going to step just a little bit to the side of the draft. I know. What's hot, what's not. We'll go streaking, and then we'll get right back to the draft second round today, right after this.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
Card collectors know there's nothing as special as a rare one-of-one card. And now you can hear a very rare one-of-a-kind sports card show right here on Sactown Sports. Whitey Gleason here inviting you to join me and Mr. True Sports Cards himself, Imran Pilati, for the True Sports Card Show every Saturday morning at 10 on Sactown Sports. It's the only sports card radio show in the nation. For all your hobby needs, get to True Sports Cards, 6661 Stanford Ranch Road in Rockland. And for hobby, insight, and fun, join us for the True Sports Card Show Saturday mornings at 10 on Sactown Sports.
My buddy dies, I show up to the funeral, open casket. We're still doing that? I've never understood open casket. I don't get it. It's like, you told me he was dead. I believed you.
From the Monday Morning Podcast, his hit film Old Dads, and his latest Grammy-nominated special on Hulu, comedian Bill Burr, coming to the venue at Thunder Valley, Saturday, July 25th, with all new material. Get tickets at ThunderValleyResort.com. Don't miss Bill Burr.
And Doug.
There's nowhere I wouldn't go to help someone customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual, even if it means sitting front row at a comedy show.
Hey everyone, check out this guy and his bird. What is this, your first date?
Oh, no. We help people customize and save on car insurance with Liberty Mutual together. We're married. Me to a human, him to a bird.
Yeah, the bird looks out of your league anyways.
Only pay for what you need at LibertyMutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Progressive provides protection for your boat and other outdoor vehicles so you can explore new things.
Oh, I can finally try pesto.
We meant like water skiing.
I've just never had pesto.
Or maybe take the boat somewhere new.
I mean, is pesto spicy or sweet? Oh, guess we'll find out, right?
Right. Bundle home or auto insurance with your boat, RV, or motorcycle and stay protected with Progressive while you explore.
I don't know. Maybe I'm not ready for pesto.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations.
Toyota's 4th of July sales event is on. This is the season for more. Check out Toyota's 21 hybrid and electrified models. Score deals on the 50 MPG Corolla Hybrid and 51 MPG Camry. Get 0% APR on all Toyota EVs like the new CHR. Or get 0% APR plus $1,500 finance cash on BZ. Don't miss Toyota's 4th of July sales event. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit and cannot be combined with other offers in 6/30/26.
Mark your calendars because MoonPay X Games Sacramento 2026 is landing at Cal Expo June 26th through 28th. Witness nearly 100 of the world's best athletes compete in skate, BMX, and Moto X events and catch live music performances by global electronic music icon Cascade on Friday night and Grammy-winning producer and artist Mustard and electronic music producer and DJ Subtronics on Saturday night. Don't miss MoonPay X Games. Lock in your tickets now at xgames.com.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
What's hot?
Yeah, hot. Real hot.
And what's not?
It's not good. Brought to you by American Energy Heating and Air, Sacramento's complete heating and cooling company, and second opinion partner.
The ACC.
Oh.
The Atlantic Coast Conference?
Since the year 2000, the ACC has 248 first-round draft picks in the NBA. The second best conference is the SEC. They've had 196. So the ACC is 52 more first-rounders.
Wow.
Than the second place league.
That's crazy. Although I hate the SEC, but I acknowledge they're good.
Yeah.
And of course, I said SEC, ACC, vaunted teams like UCLA and USC.
What?
I think we're on the same page with this one. There's no place they belong more than in the Atlantic Coast Conference. Nothing screams Los Angeles like the Atlantic
Dave loves
Coast
LA. Dave loves it.
Conference. By the way, Chris, you sent this to us earlier. The Lakers are signing Austin Reeves to a 4-year, $185 million contract. That is what, $7 million a year, somewhere in that range. He declined his $14.9 million player option. Jason, we can break this all down tomorrow. I'm going to jump out of the gate with a hot take. I think that was the right decision by Austin Reeves to decline
the right
that.
decision by the Lakers.
Uh-oh.
Got a lot of guacamole.
Can I tell you this much, though? I'll take that. I'll take that contract and that player any day over what the Wizards gave Trae Young.
I thought you personally were going to take it.
Well, I would take either one.
Yeah, I think that first day, look, when you're already making, what was he making, 14?
14.9.
I mean, we can't relate by any means, but imagine that first day of your new contract and, I don't know if it just goes up in direct deposit and you're just like, whoa.
That's right. So when you think about that, you imagine looking at your bank app.
I don't even know what number an athlete would have. I'll just be like, I got 400,000 in there. Whoa. Now I have 2.8 million sitting in there.
2 commas?
All right, so let's see here. We're just going to assume it's around $46 million a year. All right, so let's what is that? Probably a 45% tax bracket, maybe closer to 50. Let's call it 47. Okay, so that is 20.
He's only making 20.
Okay, so now he's around 20. Let's call it 25 million, even though it's a little bit less. Now, I know there's agent fees. There's agent fees. There's NBA escrow. I actually did get a look about 5 years ago at a player's pay stub, and I knew there was taxes. I knew there was an agent fee. But then, they put certain amount of money into NBA escrow for, I can't even remember what it is, all kinds of funds and all. It's about 10%. Okay, so 10% of the $25 million remaining is $2,500,000. Okay, so now we're at, let's just say at the least, he's making $22 million a year.
Needs a new deal.
Okay, now let's divide that by, so 52 weeks in a year. Let's say he gets paid once every 2 weeks like the rest of us. So that's what? That's
26 paychecks.
That's 26 paychecks, right? So 26, all right, what did we say? 22 million. And that's divided by 26.
He's making less than $1 million a paycheck. Oh, my goodness.
So, so every 2 weeks, approximately, we're trying to figure this out on the air, Austin Reeves will see a deposit into his, let's call it, should we say Bank of America?
Yep.
Why not?
Yeah.
$846,153.84.
Put it all on SpaceX.
You are.
Bitcoin.
I don't know. That was a good idea right now.
He had $846,000 every 2 weeks to work 70% of the year playing basketball.
That's not fair.
They're all right. You're right. You're traveling on private planes.
It's a job.
5-star hotels.
It's a job.
By the way,
huge time commitment.
You got per diem. You're not paying for anything on the road you don't want to. You're fed. You got endorsement deals. You got free, all the shoes and gear you want. I mean, really, you're just paying for house and cars and vacations at this point. I would probably buy that new Steam machine and maybe an Xbox.
Wait, I'm not kidding. I'm trying to remember. Do the players get per diem?
Yeah. They just don't get it in the they still get per diem, but they don't get it in the they don't do the envelope anymore. It comes on the paycheck.
Because I knew they get fed. I was just trying to think if they got.
No, they still. We could probably find out.
Yeah. Anyway,
we could probably find out. And by the way, I need to say this publicly again. Not that it means a ton to you guys, but I want to publicly thank Andrew Rogers, who who I became close with when DeMarcus Cousins was here. Andrew was the team manager at Kentucky the year John Wall and DeMarcus were on the team. Followed DeMarcus to Sacramento, became his business manager. Still is, by the way. And now, Andrew's the type of guy that he has a lot of business in China. When he found out my son, who's in China right now, when he found out Mason was going to China, his first text, he heard it on the radio. And it was just like, is anything he needs, anything he wanted, you want somebody, you want me to have one of my buddies take him to dinner, show him around, he's that type of dude. So when you heard Coach Callis speak so lovingly of him, Andrew is one of those guys that most, if not all of you, do not know, but yet every room Andrew walks into in Sacramento, and he's a Kentucky guy, every room he walks into, everybody knows him.
Are you saying he's good at business?
He's a connector, as Cal said it best. He's a connector. And by the way,
good at business.
His mom, rest her soul, was one of the most wonderful people I ever met. His dad was a janitor, came from those roots, and I love him. I'm proud of him, and he's the guy that single-handedly put all this together.
Well,
thank you, Andrew. One hell of a modern American. From the 916, I gross a little over $25,000 every 2 weeks. It's up there, Warbucks. But taxes kick in and everything else is taken out. I bring home $11,000 every 2 weeks.
Oh no!
Don't feel sorry for me. But that's way too damn much money if it's taken away. I do agree with that.
$11,000 every 2 weeks is the take home.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, but I mean, hey, look, you can be making good money, acknowledge that you're making good money, but also say dude, they're taking away.
They are, yeah.
Did you enjoy that drive on that road to work?
Really?
Well,
so
actually,
does he get to drive? Does he get to use the road a lot more than you do because you're contributing less?
What does that even mean?
Does he get more use out of all the?
It's like the cat in the box.
It is like the cat in the box. I love it when that argument comes out.
Did he enjoy that education of his employees?
Did he pay more attention in school when he was there, and maybe not go out and drink beers all the time? I'm just asking. Education of his employees.
Can we take this to the text thread?
Giving those employees jobs and helping their lives, providing them opportunities. Anyways, Darius Acuff.
Straight.
Darius Acuff, he is a king. There's an Eleanor Rigby song there for Whitey. What's hot? I am 63 years old. No, I'm not. And what's not, by the way, other than your social opinions?
The NorCal Yolo County Athletics.
Is that where NorCal? What'd you call
County.
Yolo County? The NCYC Athletics.
YOLO A's.
Kind of rolls off the tongue.
They lost yesterday 3-1 to the Giants. They're on a 3-game losing streak. They are 3 games under 500, 2.5 back of the Mariners.
Chris loves Seattle.
You know what's? You know how? I'm going to say this, and Chris, I'm just being vulnerable here, so you can clip this up, but I'd ask you not to because it wouldn't be fair. I am such a fraud right now. I'm wearing a Giants hat. I'm a lifelong Giants fan.
Are you?
I am. But damn if I wasn't rooting for the A's last night. And I don't know how to reconcile that.
How long have you been a Giants fan?
Since forever. I am 63 years old. You're such a stupid. What is that even from? What did I even say?
You said that today.
What did I say? What's the context?
I think you're talking about a Knicks fan.
I'm 63. I was 10 years. I didn't remember that at all. So the best part is Chris will pull things that I said, and I have no memory. You could have given me all day. I would have no memory of why I said that. Like the one where he French kissed my dad or whatever, and which again he could have clipped right there too. I
support
guess
the Mexico.
I'm like, I don't remember saying it. What I respect the Mexico, dude. It's the Mexico that really makes that. We'll take a break. Final hour of the program. We'll hit the second round today Also, what's on deck? And there's there are a lot on deck. There's so much on deck that I hope it's reinforced. And then crosstalk with Matt and Kayla. I'm sitting here, Jason, and I'm just like, dude, I can't stop thinking about Game 1, opening October, Golden One Center if we get, first game. And watching that first Darius Acuff drive to the hoop. And maybe speaking of driving, a lot of people will be driving home in their Hoblet, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, or Ram, located right there in Woodland. Can I say Hoblet is the favorite car dealer of all rookies that come to Sacramento? No, I don't have that stat, but I'll bet you it might be true. And right now it's the Make This the Summer event. Kick off summer right when you save up to $9,500 off MSRP on new 2026 Jeep, Grand Cherokee, Laredo Altitudes. You're not going to find a better looking, more powerful and comfortable Jeep on the road. There's nothing like moving the family around, but doing it in luxury. Maybe like that guy who's making all that money. The Jeeps look really nice inside and out, but Hoblet's much more than Jeeps. Stop by the Hoblet Certified Pre-Owned Supercenter and find what you need with nearly 200 vehicles available and 115 under 30 grand. Hoblet needs to be your first and, dare I say, only stop. Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection. Nobody beats Hoblet, period. Let's lead off next and look ahead to the second round. Plus, we got some more anecdotes and sound for you next.
Like and subscribe to the Sactown Sports 1140 YouTube channel at Sactown Sports 1140 to get the Carmichael Dave Show with Jason Ross, Matt and Kayla, and the Drive Guys with Kevin Gleason and Alan Stiles on demand and at your fingertips. Get your fix of the Sacramento Kings, 49ers, Giants, Athletics, NFL, NBA, and the latest in sports and entertainment all in one place at Sactown Sports 1140 on YouTube. Your local sports leader, Sactown Sports 1140.
This is the story of the one. As a safety manager at a manufacturing plant, he does everything he can to keep his coworkers safe. From finding ways to reduce risks to keeping safety supplies in stock. And for that, he relies on Grainger. Grainger offers a broad range of quality products and next-day delivery, so he can always play it safe. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
NASCAR legend Michael Waltrip is coming to Echo Park Automotive Sacramento this Thursday from 2 to 4 p.m. Get there early to meet Michael and celebrate Echo Park's sponsorship of A.J. Allmendinger's number 16 Chevrolet at Sunday's Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma Raceway. 10 pairs of race tickets are up for grabs in a live drawing, plus score an autographed A.J. Allmendinger hero card. And while you're there, browse Echo Park's huge inventory. Get the new car feel without the new car price. This Thursday, 2 to 4.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922. 800-375-2922.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
KHD-KHD1 Sacramento, KYMX-HD3 Sacramento. From the Power Business Technology Toshiba Studios.
This is Sactown Sports 1140.
It's NBA Draft Day Part 2. Reacting to yesterday's action and getting you set for tonight's second round. Here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Welcome back. Good timing, dude. Welcome back. Want to remind you, there's 4 other people that do radio shows at this station besides us. I'm talking about Monday through Friday, 6A to 6P, as they say in the business. That would be Matt and Kayla, who will join us in about 40 minutes. And then Alan and Whitey, who were nice enough, went on. By the way, did Alan or Whitey ask you to come on yesterday?
Yes.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, good. I was feeling protective because they asked me to come on and do reaction, and I was like, well, why wouldn't they have you come on and do reaction?
They had everybody.
Okay, well, then I apologize in advance.
Yeah, they went extended. They went till 7.
They did. And I don't know, quick ruling, and then we'll get into the draft, but just a quick ruling. I didn't want to forget about this. We had an all-staff meeting yesterday. Anybody that works in a building knows that every once in a while, maybe a couple times a year, you'll have an all-staff meeting where remote workers and out-of-town work, everybody, you got to come in because it's the State of the Union put on by our market manager and our HR manager and everybody else. Highs, lows, headwinds, tailwinds, whatever, all that stuff. They got to do it, appreciate it, and then nice enough to have our guys, engineering and all that, do a ton of barbecue. They had a nice big barbecue.
Go get there and get them all there.
And
wonderful.
People cook sides and stuff.
Brought in sides, potato salads, and all this stuff. Now, Chris was not there, but Chris had a commitment to be at Super Taco.
Super good.
For the international soccer tournament. But I would like a ruling on this. So the meeting was, about an hour?
Roughly an hour.
And, you're sitting through these things. I thought our market manager and everybody they ran as perfect a meeting as you possibly could. It's still an hour, and it's still sitting through a meeting. That's fine. Then afterwards, everyone's hungry. I'm
unless you're late like me.
Well, you were late, but that was a
total.
That was a schedule. You were here, but
I was sitting upstairs, and then
I thought it was 11:32. I just happened to be in there.
Frankie and I were upstairs.
Frankie was like, "Oh, gee, guys, I think the meeting's going on. I think we should get down there."
Was that Frankie?
That was the audio.
Was
Chris
he there? I thought Chris wasn't there because that's exactly what
we
bring
the boom. That's what we do.
So you guys roll in 5 minutes late, whatever, maybe 10, maybe 15.
Yeah, we're walking. I go, do you think we're gonna walk in? And then we saw the door close. Like, oh no, we gotta do one of those where we open the door.
Everyone stops, looks at you. So that happened.
You were trying to get some claps going too.
My thing at these meetings, my bit is always I try to start the most applauses and then keep score. And
have you thought about just paying attention to the meeting?
I do. That's what helps me pay attention is because you can't just out of the blue. It has to be appropriate so you don't
Business is falling apart.
No, can't do that.
That's what Dave didn't like me doing was I was trying to get the inappropriate applauses.
And
going.
that you can't do because everybody looks and stares at you, and that is a false start. You can't have any false starts. But if you're the first clap, and everybody felt like I think last meeting
you were a leader.
I had 6.
Yeah, but I think for it to truly you get the applause started, you need to have at least 2 claps in.
No, as long as you're the first clap.
No, because then you're just early. You didn't start it. It was something that was going to happen. It's Schrodinger's clap.
He's such a dill weed. Dill weed. You're such a dill weed.
Marin?
So here's the ruling, and then we'll get back to the draft. We're all sitting around eating afterwards. You, me, Scott Marshall. Yep. Wonderful food. And then all of a sudden, I see a familiar face. It's not Whitey. He was already there. He was sitting at the other table. But, well, wait, it's Alan Stiles.
Well, he's part of the staff.
He is part of the staff, but was conspicuously not at the meeting.
He wasn't at the meeting, but he was there to get food?
I saw him for the very first time on the dais, the thing that everybody stands on where the food was on the tables, and he's loading up not 1, 2 full plates.
It's a full plate.
It's a full plate. Is it? So my question is this. If you don't go to the all-staff meeting, is it a social faux pas to come in after the meeting, get in line, and grab not 1 but 2? I feel like the food's a reward. Jason Ross, Bonneville.
Question, Bonneville in the back. Yeah. Explain the difference between the heroic move that you and Richie and myself supported the midday show where Anthony and Matt and Kayla were up here. We brought food. They were not able to attend the meeting, but we gave them food.
3 full plates of food, walked all the way up the stairs, down the hall, and right in the middle of their show, delivered food to their table.
That's pretty impressive for you.
I am 63 years old. Alan No delivery, no nothing, no meeting. Just comes in.
Could have been there.
Could have absolutely
the others
been.
Could not have made
Chose not to. Goes and hammers down 2 plates of food.
Whitey sat in the front row.
Whitey was
totally attentive.
And Alan's whole thing was like, oh, we're gonna be on the air a little bit late. Hey,
what's good?
But what happened is Whitey, who, if there's a Sacramento Sports Radio Hall of Fame, Whitey's in it.
Yeah.
Whitey has been on the air in or around Sacramento for over 55 years. As I often say, my 7th grade report was interviewing Whitey Gleason. That's how old he is. Yeah, Whitey was here for the whole meeting.
Yeah.
Whitey got here before the meeting, stayed for the whole meeting. It's kind of like
could have had 10 plates of food if he wanted.
Right. It's like LeBron. LeBron is no longer with us here at the station. But Michael Jordan coming early to practice, staying late, and then the rookie comes in just for the treatment later because he didn't feel like running laps.
So you're asking for a ruling?
Yeah, I am. I think the ruling should be Alan Stiles. Rude. I think that's
Judge Dave says.
Yeah, Judge Dave. Rude.
Your Honor, I would like to bring to the court's attention Mr. Stiles' 2 plates.
Exhibits A and
Does
B.
this look like a man that is drained and is unable to attend a meeting?
Oh, man. Okay. From the 916, A Sizzle was busy writing his next song. Well, that's okay.
Might be true.
Yeah, it might be.
Because it is Acuff.
As I said on their show yesterday, I said, you guys in the last 3 weeks have put out 2 of the radio parody songs of all time. Be proud.
Yeah.
Kings have 1 pick now left at 45 after trading.
Make it count.
Late in the first round. To grab Alex Caravan. I really need to somehow get it out of my head because there's a 100% chance I'm going to call him Alex Caravan.
Caravan or Caravan Queen?
Caravan, my wayward son. Let's see. Let's go to the U-Haul freeloader line.
Oh.
And check in with our afternoon host.
Oh, Whitey?
Alan W. Stiles. More like Alan L. Stiles. Hey, roll down more windows, Alan. You're on the air. How you doing?
Well, what is the problem here? What is the problem? I literally get in the car to take my child to work. I turn on the car, I hear 2 full plates.
2 full plates.
That's the first words I hear, and I already know what you're talking about, slandering my name for no reason.
Okay, let me ask you this. Let's all calm down. Let me ask you this question. Did I say anything, Alan Stiles? Please remember you're under oath. Did I say anything that was not true?
You left out some context.
Yes or no? Were you not at the meeting? Were you not?
I was there.
When were you?
I was there.
When?
I was there when I ate the food.
No. We had the hour-long meeting. Then we had the post-meeting banquet that you attended and shoveled in 2 plates of food, which I don't understand how you do that with the lovely...
Everyone was taking multiple plates of food. People were taking to-go plates. I didn't even take a to-go plate.
Yes, but
I stayed to work till 7. We stayed till 7 yesterday.
By we, are you referring to you have a mouse in your pocket? Who's we? Who else stayed till 7?
Whitey Gleason, Jay, we all stayed till 7, giving outstanding draft coverage.
Yes, you did.
My baby was sick. 3 in the morning. She woke up, changed the whole schedule of my day.
3 in the morning.
I tried to join on Teams. Asked it. The Teams was not working. So now I have to rush in. I come in with a smile on my face. a song on my heart, and what do I get received with? Dave sticking a camera without my permission, a camera in my face as I'm eating a nice meal by the engineers that cooked the nice meal and everyone else that cooked the meal, and as paparazzi Dave as I'm just trying to hang out with my teammates. That's it.
Well,
Your Honor, may I have permission to treat Ace Swizzle as a hostile witness?
You absolutely do. I will say this, where I was leading was somehow your partner in crime, Whitey G. Gleason, managed to be at the meeting and be there for the whole meeting and eat afterwards. He stayed just as long as you, and he's been in the business longer than any of us. But I detect you're invoking the sick baby rule.
Yeah, well, look, we're all in different parts of life. You know what I mean? Different stages of life.
Yeah, Dave, you need to realize that Alan is special. He's more special than all of us, and he deserves that treatment.
Whitey and I discussed this. It's like a married couple. Whitey was there, therefore I was also there, and then I was there. I was a couple minutes tardy. Give me a break.
He went to the reception, not the wedding.
I was there.
From the 916, more like Alan Piles of food.
No, on the second plate, I took two ribs.
How much for one rib?
And 1.5 pieces of tri-tip. That was it. That was it.
And only a half ladle of potato salad.
That's it.
Well, despite your carpetbagging, sandbagging ways, we forgive you enough to promote you and, of course, Whitey Gleason having full draft coverage, not just of yesterday, but, of course, round two. That'll be all starting at 2 p.m. Will you be staying late today as well?
I think we're trying to figure it out because they traded the 34th pick. So I think it's up in the air. But either way, we'll be there for you because that's what we do. We don't throw teammates under the bus. That's what we don't do. And I've never done that. I never will.
From the chat line, more like a sizzler.
Why is this happening to me again? This is just like the Westbrook fans. Why are they calling me Tubster again?
I'll tell you what. We did about 30 minutes with John Calipari today. You have our permission to replay that interview for content, just not the video part, but you can replay the content and have fun with that.
Oh, thank you, King Dave. I appreciate it so much.
I like that, Sacramento King Dave. Yeah, that's like Kings and Flemings. All right,
appreciate it so
all right.
much.
Try not to.
I gotta take my kid to school. Goodbye.
Try not to crash into any food or banquets on your way to school, buddy. Talk to you later.
A sizzler.
A sizzler's great.
A pile of food.
Well done, texters. And
okay, that was my favorite line from Alan. Why is this happening to me?
that you should actually clip up. From the chat line, blaming one's children for one's adult responsibilities. Tisk Allen. Yeah, look, I'm not. Notice I didn't go after him that hard for that.
I mean, if we really wanted to go after him, we could have said, like, well, you've got a nanny. What's the problem with getting here?
Do they have a nanny?
Yes.
No, they don't.
Yes.
No, they don't.
Yes.
Shut up. That's not a bit.
He's talked about it on the air.
He has?
Yeah, with you.
What the kind of money is he making? I didn't have a nanny. My nanny was Nani and Pop Pop.
Gas grab.
Wow. I need to get some of that midday afternoon drive time money.
But after taxes.
Hot plate bling.
Hot plate bling.
Who did that one on the chat? Oh, my goodness.
Fan. Logical Raptors fan.
Logical Raptors fan. That's great. Alan's new song. Is it chicken? Is it pork ribs?
Oh, we were singing that yesterday.
Yes, we were. And I did take a couple videos from the personal text line. Ask Alan if he took any food out of the fridge after the show and took it home. Sincerely, W. Gleason. Wow. Well, you got to pay for that nanny, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyways, second round picks in Sacramento Kings history. Can I say, Jason, would you agree that
It's better, isn't it?
Dude, that's exactly where I was going.
When I was doing let me do something with the second round. I go, oh my gosh, why is this better?
I know you erased it. There's no way you still have yesterday's list, do you?
Yeah. I do from yesterday's show.
You do have it from yesterday's show? Okay. So please read. We're not going to count Darius Acuff because that's now. Your list of Sacramento Kings, what was it, 27, 28 lottery picks? Go ahead, please.
People that they officially were registered at picking.
Yes.
Joe Klein, Kenny Smith, Purvis Ellison, Lionel Simmons, Billy Owens, Walt Williams, Bobby Hurley, Brian Grant, Corliss Williamson, Tariq Abdul-Wahed, Jason Williams, Spencer Hawes, Jason Thompson, Tyreek Evans, DeMarcus Cousins, Bismack Biyombo, Thomas Robinson, Ben McLemore, Nick Stauskas, Willie Cauley-Stein, Marquise Christ, De'Aaron Fox, Marvin Bagley, Tyrese Halliburton, Davion Mitchell, Keegan Murray, Devin Carter. He said not Acuff yet.
Okay. So those are the, not just first-round picks.
So these are lottery picks, not first-round picks.
Lottery picks. Now, this is not a list of every second-round pick the Kings have ever made because that would be way too long, but these are the best of their second-round picks, okay? This is mind-blowing. Everybody listen up here. Vinny Del Negro, Randy Brown, Michael the Animal Smith, Lawrence Funderburk, Tyus Edney, Anthony Johnson, Jerome James, Jabari Smith, Hassan Whiteside, Isaiah Thomas, Frank Mason, Nimi Keita, Max Reynaud. Dude, that's a better list. It's legitimately a better list. Now,
scary.
Halliburton and Fox are obviously bigger star, and Cousins, there's bigger stars there, but
there's a lot more colossal misses there. And second round, to me, is always like, can they make the team? These guys not only made the team, they made the rotations that some of them started. Isaiah Thomas was great. Maxime Reynaud's had a good run here. My goodness.
I'm trying to think. Who's the guy I'm missing? Yesterday, we tried to make our all-lottery pick roster, and it was starting
I marked it here from
Fox,
yesterday.
Halliburton, DeMarcus, and then was it Lionel Simmons? And then I can't remember.
I think I had 7 listed. So between Lionel Simmons, Brian Grant, Tyreek, DeMarcus,
and Corliss,
Fox, Halliburton, and Keegan.
Oh, and Keegan. That's right. Well, hell, let's put Keegan,
Fox, Halliburton, Cousins for sure, right?
Keegan, Fox, yes.
And maybe love for Lionel Simmons or Brian Grant.
Well, that's the thing. Is it Simmons, Grant, or Corliss?
Either way, but that's the 5.
Let's just say Simmons because he's whatever. So Fox, Halliburton, Simmons, Keegan, and DeMarcus Cousins.
It's better than the number 2 list, but what's our best 5 there?
But it's the best 5 would be, all right, probably, I mean, you probably put Keita and Reynaud as your front court. Or no, actually. Whiteside and Reynaud?
Yeah, maybe.
You'd put IT at point.
Oh, for sure. He's definitely. I mean, Randy Brown's a really good defensive player.
Yeah, you're right. Michael Jordan said so. Randy Brown at the 2. You would put, you got to have Whiteside, right? I mean,
maybe just go big. Whiteside, Reynaud, and Keita or Funderburk. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll put Nimi at the 3.
I mean, it would lose, but it's not. It should be a big canyon between the two. It's not as big as it is.
Tell you this much: Isaiah Thomas had averaged 46 points,
all the shots,
84 shots.
So the exercise is though they can get somebody even at 40. What is it? 45?
Yeah, and on top of that, this second round. Here's the thing: there's no doubt that the lottery starting 5 is better. I'm not entirely sure that the lottery 12-man roster is better than the 12-man roster for second rounders.
Better hits here for guys. And again, second round is, in that spot where can they even make the team? I mean, it's not often that second. Now, we've talked many times about the Draymond Greens and the, Nikola Jokic. They're out there. Brad Miller, undrafted, became an all-star. So all that's possible. Cardwell, undrafted last year and made the team. So can they even find guys the second the draft is over? Who do they sign as free agents just to get in summer league and see what they can do?
Also, he's 1-for-1 with Reynaud.
Mm-hmm.
He's already moved into the first round both years he's been here, Scott Perry.
Yeah.
He got Reynaud out of the second. I mean, honestly, dude, if he's able to pull, maybe it doesn't have to be a Reynaud type, but if they end up picking today and keeping that pick, and that player is in the rotation next year,
that's successful.
That's 2 phenomenal years of drafting for Scott Perry and his team. And then you lead into year 3 now, and now it's like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. All right, let me go through some things here, Jason Ross. Everything here is draft sound, but I had to play this for you. Line of the day from the World Cup.
Ghana have never beaten England. It would be a huge shock, but as we know, the English historically struggle here in Massachusetts.
I don't even know if they meant that, but the English do historically struggle in Massachusetts. Brian Windhorst weighed in on Michael Brown and Darius Acuff.
In terms of the people you talked to around the league who did not have top picks, I'm interested in consensus. Was there consensus among the league, among those that were not selecting 1, 2, 3, about who should have gone 1?
There was absolutely a consensus. The consensus was there wasn't one. Because you talk to people that you respect who've been around the league, they would give you an argument for Peterson. Then you talk to somebody else who is, been around, gone through dozens and dozens of drafts, evaluated hundreds of prospects, they would talk about Dabansa. It really was a toss-up, and that's why the decision is humongous for the Wizards. Getting this right is going to be one of the most pivotal things they could do maybe for the next 10 to 15 years, and we're not going to know tonight, and we're not going to know next month, maybe even next year, who got it right. So that was a big factor, and then I really think tonight, you had to lean on your scouting staff and lean on your coaches about how to break down these guards. These guards who went 5 through 9, there's a lot, the opinions on the first 2 picks obviously were very varied. But these guards, we're gonna remember this night on who took these guards where. Specifically, the Sacramento Kings coveted Darius Acuff out of Arkansas. They weren't sure they were going to get to him. The rubber met the road at the 6th pick here with the Brooklyn Nets. They could have taken Michael Brown out of Louisville. They could have taken Acuff, or they could have traded the pick back. They take Brown. That choice, I honestly believe, Scott, Brown or Acuff will be one of the legacies of this draft.
I totally been thinking about that. Not just that, but all 4 of them. So, it's Wagler, Brown, Acuff, Flemings, 4 in a row.
Yeah.
And whether it's chip on the shoulder for the guys like Acuff and Flemings who went later, I think Acuff wanted to be here, and that's encouraging, and the Kings made no mystery about that. They wanted him, and they got him. But I don't know how those 4 aren't compared. I just think it's going to happen.
Yep.
And history will suggest that someone in that group will have got it wrong.
Yes.
That's what history suggests. Wouldn't you think it would be more shocking if everyone went, no, Agler was the best, and then Brown, and then Acuff, and then Flemings, and they were all good? That generally doesn't happen.
You can all but guarantee that will not happen.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think the one that springs to mind, and I'm sure there's even more examples, but you had Blake Griffin, Hasheem Thabeet at 2, Harden at 3, and then you go Harden, Evans, Ricky Rubio, Johnny Flynn, Steph Curry.
There you go. There's 4 point guards in a row.
And then you take a break for Jordan Hill, and then it's DeRozan, Jennings, another point guard, Williams, Gerald Henderson. Now, to your point, you've got 4 point guards in a row with Evans, Rubio, Flynn, and Curry.
Yeah.
And for a couple of years,
it was Evans.
Evans was the guy. Was obviously the rookie of the Sacramento Kings at number 4, drafted the rookie of the year in a year, not fair to Blake Griffin, but where Blake Griffin was drafted, Steph Curry was drafted, DeRozan was drafted, James Harden was drafted. But in the end, there was no bigger loser. What was his name? David Kahn, the GM of the Wolves. The Timberwolves had this might be the worst of all time, dude. They had the 5 and the 6. The very next pick was Steph Curry. DeRozan was at 9, and they go with Ricky Rubio and Johnny Flynn. Now, Rubio had a fine career.
Yeah.
Johnny Flynn,
if I'm not mistaken, can you scroll down lower in that draft? Didn't they later take Ty Lawson?
Oh, I think you're 100% correct.
Yeah,
they took Ty Lawson, number
18, and then moved him. But they took 3 point guards.
And by the way, they took Ty Lawson. They took Lawson at 18. The pick before, multi-time All-Star Jrue Holiday. the pick after, by the way, I didn't realize this, All-Star Jeff Teague. I didn't realize Teague was an All-Star.
Yeah, with those Atlanta teams that were winning 60 games.
Voof. V-O-O-F. Voof. We'll take a break. When we come back, what's on deck? And there's a lot to get to there. We've also got some more draft audio for you as well. We'll do all that right after this.
Darius Acuff Jr. is a Sacramento King.
The Sacramento Kings select Darius Acuff Jr. from the University of Arkansas.
After a private workout and an entire offseason of speculation, the 6'2" point guard fell to the Kings at number 7 and will be the latest young star to take the floor in Sacramento. Will the SEC's leading scorer continue the small guard resurgence in the NBA?
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Progressive knows you've got plenty of things to worry about.
What time does the kids' practice end? How long has that check engine light been on? Are takeout containers microwave safe?
So the last thing you should have to worry about is what to do if something unexpected happens on the road. That's why if you're ever in a major accident, Progressive's accident response can detect it and send help. It's just one less thing to worry about.
How long does chicken last in the fridge?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Limited availability in California. Driver is responsible for emergency and towing charges not covered by the policy.
Hey, Green Gobbler here. So you've got a clogged drain in your bathroom. Water in the sink's overstaying its welcome. You're spitting today's toothpaste on top of yesterday's toothpaste. You hope that it go away. Yeah, clogs don't just go away. I make them go away. I'm Green Gobbler, the only clog dissolver you need. I'm bleach-free, safe for your pipes, and I work. Guaranteed or your money back. Because I never met a clog that was going to unclog itself. Green Gobbler. Let the gobbler get it.
Mike Rowe here with another random fact. Those cracks on your walls aren't just cosmetic. They could mean your home is sinking. Whether it's drywall cracks, exterior cracks, or sticking doors or windows, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys, and they're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to stabilize your foundation. Schedule a free inspection with Groundworks, the foundation and waterproofing experts.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for detail.
Country in the Park 2, presented by your California Army National Guard, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo with Bailey Zimmerman, Russell Dickerson. Plus more. Enjoy line dancing, live DJs, mechanical bull, and food trucks. Tickets start at just $70. Country in the Park 2, October 23rd at Heart Health Park at Cal Expo with Michelob Ultra, the California Office of Traffic Safety, and Caltrans. More info at CITPFest.com.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it.
Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence Data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Join Kayla in Sactown Sports this Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. at Cal Expo as the world's best skateboarders, BMX riders, and Moto X athletes take over Cal Expo June 26th through the 28th. Tickets at xgames.com.
It's NBA Draft Day Part 2, reacting to yesterday's action and getting you set for tonight's second round. Here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
All right, a lot to get to before we get to Matt and Kayla. Couple things. Number one, Nice fade. Do we get an NBA draft part 3 rejoiner tomorrow, Richie?
No.
Richie the Wagon, is he gonna do it? I don't know. Okay, so you say no.
I say no.
Secondly, I saw yesterday on your cork board something I completely forgot that I did.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote on a piece of paper April 13th of this year that Darius Acuff was going to be the pick of the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah, so I thought I'd put it up there.
And you put it up there? I saw it, took a picture.
Well, April, I mean, yeah, isn't that when the draft lottery was? So, wait, what? It was way before then?
Yeah, it was way before the draft
Months
lottery.
before.
I've had a good run lately on the heels of my tweet a year ago that the San Antonio Spurs and De'Aaron Fox would beat the Oklahoma City Thunder and face new Knicks coach Mike Brown and the New York Knicks in the NBA Finals 2 days before Brown was hired by the Knicks.
Wow.
Yeah, Ben and Nostradamus.
Fragile ego,
Thank you.
fragile body, weak mind, weak spirit.
That's about Fox, not me, right?
Yes.
Okay. My question.
Oh, never about you.
Thank you. My question. No.
No, like if I want to make fun of you, I just go.
I am 63 years old. So here's my question.
Happy birthday.
Matt's going to come on and he's going to talk about like how they were talking about Acuff, back in the thing, the Acuff and the thing. Do I get the crown for Nostradamus at the station for that written down piece of paper, or does Matt for alluding to Darius Acuff might be good in like March?
You put it on paper.
I did. I wrote it down. Signed my name. I mean, basically, just listen to this show to know the future.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dave lives in the future.
You picked the Knicks.
In 5.
You picked France.
Well, they haven't won yet.
Well, I already know they're gonna.
Okay.
Because you picked them.
They're gonna?
They're gonna win. And if you want to see more of the International Soccer Tournament, well, what better place to see it at than Super Taco?
When are you there next, Chris?
I'm going to be there on Saturday.
What time?
Portugal versus Colombia at 4:30 p.m.
Oh, wow. Get yourself some international
Hopefully they still have some menudo
soccer
left.
And some dinner.
Oh, some menudo. What, the band?
No.
With Ricky Martin?
No.
Okay. What do you say real quick we go streaking before we get some other stuff?
It's time to go streaking.
We're going streaking!
Who is the Nostradamus of MLB? Who can keep the streak going? It's time to go streaking.
What the hell are you doing?
We're streaking.
Do you like the picture I drew yesterday of Darius Acuff holding a trophy?
I do.
In the Kings uniform?
Drew that?
I drew it with some computer help.
Oh.
And I knocked out about 3 air conditioners in the process, I think, using artificial intelligence.
Okay.
That's what they're doing. Let's go streaking.
All right. Well, as a show,
You treated them like a garbage can.
I did. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Okay, I get it. Is that going to be a thing? Is that? No? Okay. I may or may not, at some point during the show that I will not name, I may or may not have gone out to break and absolutely punted. Thank God they were empty. 2 garbage cans that were right outside the door. I have never done that before, but that was the first time in a long time I have lost my temper.
It's interesting because critics of the show were outside, and some have written, I've seen it on social media, they said better kick than when you were at UC Davis.
I was just going to say, I promise you I would have nailed it from 45 yards.
The bad thing about it was you scared the crap out of Chad.
Oh, I did?
Because it was right after the earthquake warning.
No way. So I kicked the garbage cans and he heard it down the hall?
He heard it down the hall, but there's always, it's like duck and cover, earthquake about to happen.
Now, as I was storming downstairs, I got it now. Now I remember. Now it makes sense. Because didn't he say, hey, everything okay down there? I got it. Wow.
You caused an earthquake up here.
And I'll just finish the story by saying, and then when I came back, and Jason, you were very good at calming me down very quickly. I start the show, and let's just say the person in that moment I would least want to see in the control room was in the control room for the whole segment. Completely unrelated. But I didn't know that during the segment.
Yeah, you walked in, you're like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Am I in trouble?
Yeah.
All right, streaking time.
All right, as a show, we are at 10-game hitting streak combined with all of us. I'm at 2. Dave, you're at 4. Chris is at 4. I'll start with me. I was at 2, and I took Ben Rice of the New York Yankees.
Oh.
I was very fortunate that he got 5 plate appearances.
Yes. Oh.
0 for 5.
Oh,
you suck.
Sorry, it's over. It's over.
It's over.
It's over, ladies and
Yeah, right here, Chris.
So I'm at 0.
Yeah.
But Dave, you're at 4. Trying to get to 5.
Yep.
You took Zach Geloff, who was on an A's, very impressive hitting streak.
Yeah.
You had a tough break, literally. He got hurt. He got 1 plate appearance, though, and he went 0 for 1.
You suck. Sorry, it's over. It's over now.
It's over. It's over, ladies and gentlemen.
It was great.
Okay. Neat.
All right, we got to get Chris.
Let's
so you're
get
at 0. I'm at 0. Chris took Yordan Alvarez.
Not my Don.
He's on a 4-game hitting streak. Chris took Alvarez. He got 4 plate appearances. He got 2 hits.
Well, right. Play something stupid, Chris.
He's at 5.
Oh, I'm at 63 years old. I love LA. Love it.
5-0-0. Hey, we can pick from anybody, Dave, though. That's a good thing for you and I. So go ahead and pick your Dodger.
Don't write this down, but I think I'm going to mix it up. I think I'll take Otto Lopez.
Don't write it down?
Don't write it down.
Why?
Because I was honest, which I am. He's got a hit already against the Rangers today. No, wrong button. I will take, since I'm starting over, I'll do what I do every time. Give me Henry Bolte.
Okay. I'm going to take Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarbs.
Man, I'm so jealous of you guys. You guys can pick whoever you want. I'm going to take Yandy Dandy Diaz.
Yandy, what?
I don't like all that.
That's the first time in streaking somebody's taken a player with a first name that starts with a Y in 2 consecutive days.
You know what? Fact checkers say you're right.
I'm 100% right.
And then if they follow up with Yelich as the last name,
my goodness. Then now we're and then a Yankee,
and then a team wearing yellow.
Isn't there a Yandy Diaz? He just took Yandy Diaz. Okay, never mind. You know what? Shut.
Man, why is your memory so bad?
I don't know why, Chris.
Why is it so bad? He's 63 years old. Oh, is that why? Okay. Well, speaking of being 63, this World Cup. I respect the Mexico, dude. A lot of people in the U.S. have really enjoyed it when internationals have been singing the praises of our country, much like Kings fans enjoy it when nationals sing the praises of our players and our franchises. So we'll start with Steven Alexander Smith. Mm-hmm. Do we know what the A stands for?
Yes.
Okay.
Alexander.
Here he is talking about Darius Acuff Jr.
If you are Brooklyn and you see a cat
Screaming
like Acuff coming down the pike, you got to grab that. When the New York Knicks have just won the championship and they already own the city anyway. You got to give the fans something to look at. And Brooklyn, to me, dropped the ball in that regard.
So
just as much as anything.
Here's what I don't
understand.
Understand about the Nets. 4 out of their 5 first-round picks over the last 2 years have been guards. Like, their veteran leader in the locker room, is it Julius Randle? I mean, he hasn't even unpacked his bags yet. Like,
for 82 games, I'm not sure about the players.
Okay, what are they doing? I just don't know. What are they doing?
Well, I think they did make a statement in that, if you're going to draft Acuff, you just got to give him the ball and let him go. And because they have some of these other perimeters where Michael Brown, you can move him around a little bit in other places because he is a good player. He's a big-time shot maker, and he's got growth opportunity.
Well, the question is the BYU kid a point guard in the NBA, a big-time point guard in the NBA?
To me,
and by the way,
I don't see that. I think he's got good vision. I think he's loose with the ball. He doesn't do one thing great. And I don't think he's also a guy that everyone else is going to follow.
I see. Good point.
That's a very, very good point. Whereas Acuff is somebody everybody will follow. By the way, when I was talking about Joe Dumars, obviously Joe Dumars worked with Scott Perry. Joe Dumars is in New Orleans. Scott Perry's in Sacramento. That's why I got confused with that for a second. But I'm just telling you, Acuff is the brother is box office. He's got the potential to be box office. And I think if you're Brooklyn, you have to think about that too. Mm-hmm. You just have to.
Coached Acuff's dad.
Oh, so there you go. Sacramento couldn't wait to take him.
Oh, they couldn't wait to get him. They couldn't wait to get him.
Oh, they couldn't wait.
Now, here's something good for Brooklyn, and now that the draft has passed, I don't even know how good this is, but they have 13.
Who cares? All right, so, hey, Brooklyn sucks. They passed on Darius Acuff. We're the best.
Kings won the draft.
I'm going to be very careful with this one now. Here is Bill Simmons and his buddy House on this pick.
Winner, Darius Acuff going to Sacramento. There's a chance Acuff is just absolutely awesome on the Kings, and everyone in Sacramento is going to be wearing Acuff jerseys. I'm all in. House and I have been all in really for the entire college basketball season.
Absolutely loved him.
He checks every box for me, including it's not perfect because he's not gigantic. He might get picked on defensively. He's going to a franchise that has been living under a ladder and has black cats on the front door when you walk in, and every sort of bad luck, broken mirrors everywhere, and every sort of bad luck thing you can have. I just think the kid's got it. House, could he be as good as Kyrie, in your opinion?
I have a different comp for him that I felt this way for a long time. I really feel like he's the second coming of Dame. I feel like he's Dame 2.0. And I love that's what
great. I'm gonna.
Then House.
Kyrie Lillard, Dame Irving,
Dame. I think Kyrie Lillard's better. Dame
Irving,
Damian Irving, Dame Irving, Dame Irving sounds like an 81-year-old lady starring in some English drama. I am 63 years old,
but
downtown
Kyrie
alley.
Lillard is
Kyrie Lillard was in the 8th Scary Movie. We'll take a break. Well, because isn't Matthew Lillard in those? Or is that Scream? Whatever. When we come back, we'll cross-talk with Matt and Kayla. We'll let you know what's coming up today on the sports docket as well. Besides round 2 of the NBA draft, we'll do all that right after this.
The Kings landed Darius Acuff Jr. at number 7. But that wasn't enough. Just before the end of the first round, Scott Perry moved back up to select UConn forward Alex Caravan as the winningest player in UConn basketball history. Will Caravan's shooting ability and championship pedigree help build a new winning culture in Sacramento?
Your exclusive home for Kings basketball.
Sactown Sports 1140.
Thunder, feel the thunder.
It's the energy all around you.
Lightning and the thunder.
The thrill of the moments to come. The flash of lights. The rush of pure exhilaration. The roar of the crowd. See it, hear it, feel it.
Thunder, feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
Thunder Valley Casino Resort. Feel the thunder.
Hi, I'm Justin Gingery from the law firm of Gingery, Hammer, and Associates. When you have been injured by the fault of another, you will want advice you can trust. If you know an attorney you can trust, I hope you call that person. But if you don't, please call me. I promise I will be the attorney you can trust. Along with my partner and associates, I have been helping accident survivors recover for their injuries for over 25 years. And we can help you. There's no charge for calling, so please call us today.
When you get an injury, just call Gingery.
What's up? We're talking to Chad Hoblet of Hoblet Dodge Chrysler Jeep Raymond Woodland. Chad, I got a question. What's happening for Chryslers Make This the summer event?
Right now, you can save up to $14,000 off MSRP on those hard-to-find new 2026 Ram 2500 and 3500 heavy duties. Plus, you can take advantage of available 5.9% for 84 months financing, with no payments for 90 days on select inventory.
Chad, you've always got the best selection of Rams, and now the best interest rates.
We are truck people at Hoblet. That's why we have over 600 new Rams available. And more importantly, the hard-to-find Rams you're looking for. That means your new Ram is waiting at HobletDodge.com.
Search, select, and save through their whole inventory at HobletDodge.com. Unbeatable prices, unbeatable selection, and now unbeatable interest rates. Nobody beats Hoblet, period.
14,000 total net savings on select new 2026 Ram 2500 Laramie after $10,500 dealer discount. Incentives include $500 on-the-job upfit for eligible upfit, 1,000 Hoblet business owner bonus with proof of business ownership, 1,000 Hoblet trade-in assistance with eligible trade-in. 10 of the net savings, see dealer for details.
Golf to Go is brought to you by the Hagen Oaks Golf Super Shop. Here's Frank LaRosa.
We golfers tend to grumble too much. Golf Monthly's Nick Bonfield compiled our biggest complaints. They include our own game. The refrain, is it going to be another one of those days, should maybe be realigned and set about the next shot with positivity. Next is our equipment. We always blame our tools even though they were just along for the ride. Course conditioning is another gripe, and maybe you should try getting up while it's still dark, whether it's 108 or 32 degrees, and deal with global warming, limited budgets, and sustainability. And then go hug your superintendent for what they do. Dress codes get a lot of attention. Some feel the tradition should be maintained, and others are comfortable in T-shirts. It's a game, people. Also in the mix are rules of golf, slow play, the World Handicap System, tee time booking systems, bad luck, and more. I say you get out of it what you're willing to put into it. You're on a golf course, your phone's not ringing, and you might make a birdie or two. Enjoy the moment. There's lots of time left in the day for complaints. That's your Golf to Go. I'm Frank LaRosa.
It's time for the news of the day.
The latest headlines, the biggest stories, hard-hitting analysis.
Yeah, this is none of those things. And now, here's Carmichael Dave and Jason Ross.
Wow. Well, hello.
Why are you doing an accent?
Hello. Yeah, that's good.
You might have just talked with someone from
England. I did.
You sound like you're from London.
That's French.
From London.
Nita Ruling. We had him on earlier. Well, I should say he barged in earlier, uninvited. Shout out Alanis Morissette. And he came on, and Alan Stiles, who we're talking about, or as somebody said, Alan Piles of Food.
Or
A Sizzler.
A Sizzler.
That was a good one.
Social faux pas or not.
Okay.
Missing the entire meeting and then just pounding down barbecue, 2 plates. While, by the way, his partner, Whitey, was there for the whole meeting.
Completely attentive and focused.
Because Alan's thing was, we're staying until 7, so I'm trying not to be here for 8 hours. Well, Whitey was, and Whitey's been in this business longer than all of us.
Yeah.
And Alan did try to play the sick child defense.
Classic.
But then it came, somebody submitted evidence that he has a nanny.
Yeah.
I never had a nanny. Social faux pas or acceptable?
I'm keeping out of this one.
Why?
Because I've picked on him too much, I think. Yeah.
More than me?
Yeah, maybe.
Jeez, what did he do?
I'm just playing the big sister role, but I'm gonna back out on this one.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way
Don't
foul.
Want to get my Matt won't get in trouble for it, but I will.
Gusts of wind blowing the ball
way foul, like out of the park foul.
So you guys had a
Slicing off
reason.
the
You
tee-box.
could not make it.
Right.
Yeah.
You were working.
And our good friends and colleagues, Jason Ross and Carmichael
You
Dave,
guys were
brought us
awesome.
plates.
And Richie.
And Richie, yeah, Richie did as well. I mean,
Richie
it took
wagged
like
it on
3
up
people.
here, and we brought it in. And
See that's called leadership.
yeah, it is.
That was a lot of meat.
They say
Good teammates.
you win in the halls.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I think we won in the halls yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I was proud
Most
of
of
us.
us.
Yeah.
Then there's the one guy.
There's always one.
There's there's no I in team, but there's a me.
But see, the midday show has been known for never being able to do those types of things.
Yeah.
So I will say, like, if I were never able to do those types of things, and then I was able to do things,
Yes.
then I'd be there.
Yeah,
I think you would too.
Yeah.
Hypothetically, though.
Me, not we. That's what they say in Alan's world. But
we did get the food, so.
you did get the food. It was really
Good stuff, too, right?
It
Great
was,
stuff.
I mean, was that all on the barbecue here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
On the grill.
Yeah.
Every type of like meat. There was like ribs, pulled pork, I
Pulled
think,
pork,
maybe,
chicken,
Tri-tip.
hot link.
Yeah, hot link.
sausage.
There was one more too.
What was on the kebab? I didn't have a kebab.
Ribs.
Oh, was ribs on there?
It was chicken,
Oh, no, I'm saying there was
sausage,
ribs.
tri-tip,
tri-tip. Yeah,
rib,
yeah.
and pulled pork.
Yeah.
It was really
I
good.
don't know if there's any leftovers.
Was it just
Seriously.
veggie kebabs? I didn't have a kebab.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just
it was
veggie
veggie.
kebabs. I know, and they looked really good, but I looked at them
I
and I
had
was
the
like,
shroom.
I don't have any
Is it
room
true
for that.
Alan took leftovers home too?
Yes. He did 2 plates and then took leftovers.
Wait, what?
That's crazy. No,
You're
don't say
staying
anything.
out of it.
Don't say anything.
You're staying out of it.
I gotta
You
stay
sure?
out of it.
Save space here.
No.
Yeah, you can say it to us.
Hey, how about this? I'll give you an out.
I have to be the nice person.
Pretend that you're
even
one
though
of
I'm
the
not.
pretend that you're one of the NBA draft show analysts. And instead of analyzing a pick, your job is to, without bias, analyze Alan's actions at the barbecue yesterday. Now
Nope,
just do your
not going
job.
there.
Wow.
She's
No Kendrick
off work.
Perkins.
Yeah.
No.
Fun day. Who are you texting, Matt?
My wife.
No.
I'm not in trouble yet.
Uh-oh.
We shall see.
The yet is always the word
We're
you
flying
want
to
to follow.
Seattle tonight.
Oh, that's right. Getaway.
Chris, your thoughts?
He's going to Seattle.
Let's go to Seattle tonight.
Gross. Yeah. First
Wait,
time.
hold on. Tonight is Wednesday.
Huh?
Thursday wedding or
Oh,
Friday?
you're doing the show from up there?
No, we're
No, I'm doing the show.
You're not doing the show from
No.
You're not doing StreamYard or
No.
Because I was if it was the draft.
Yeah. If the draft would have been the days I thought it was going to be, then I wouldn't have been.
It's the Kayla show tomorrow.
Are you doing it just solo?
Brendan's going to be here.
Kayla and Brendan.
Kayla.
Improvement.
I'm not going to here to agree or disagree. Thoughts? We'll get all your thoughts on the draft, of course. Scott Perry has moved up to the first round 100% of the time since he's been a Sacramento Kings GM. We had Coach Cal on earlier, addressed, and everything went perfectly.
He's the best.
20 and 10, he said.
Alan would like me to let you guys know that he did not take leftovers.
Oh, okay. Well,
apparently he got so hungry during the show he just had a second dinner.
Wait,
what
he
is he, a
text you?
hobbit? Why? No,
That's mean.
It's not a height
That's
joke.
way mean.
Hobbits would have second breakfast.
I like
Back
it.
me
Great
up on that.
No, wonderful reference.
I know you like Harry Potter.
Use the Force, Gandalf. What? All right. Yeah, he's letting me know he didn't have leftovers either. Wall-to-wall coverage from Matt and Kayla leading up to the second round of the NBA draft. In the meantime, let's get to it. Celebrity birthdays brought to you by first-round lottery picks. Hey, sweet, sassy, and more.
Wait,
What?
crumble cookies?
And crumble cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have done an A-cuff box.
Oh, what would it be in there?
Yeah, what would
Like
be in
the
A-cup?
5, the chain, the rose-tinted glasses from yesterday. These are all cookies.
We were trying to figure out what his chain was.
I was, dude.
What was it?
I did the same exact
At
thing.
first, we thought it was 5, like spelling out 5, but the F was the number 5. But then we
dropped
zoomed
it.
in, and that was.
Yeah, I didn't know
idea
what
That's what I
that
thought it was.
I think it said Sacramento.
It might have
That's what I'm
in his
going
own
with.
like
Weird
language.
spelling.
Sure.
Do you agree with the texter that says that Alex Caravan should be number 47?
Oh.
We haven't had an AK-47 since Andre Kirilenko.
I think Andre gets to keep that for
Really?
us. Yeah.
I am
he's on
63 years old.
Yeah. So when you said that, I immediately said, my parents are really young then for me, because that's like close to my parents' age.
Wait, I think the point that I need to take from that is that you believe that I'm 63 years old.
Yeah.
Which would make me 2 years younger than
But
you,
you
so
look
how could I
really-
be your parent?
That's not funny because I know I'm not even close to that.
Oh, that's
and
not
I always
funny.
get that I'm younger.
I'm
so
nowhere
I'm fine
near.
with that.
I'm like a full driver's license away from that. Like legal
I am
driving.
Oh, I was gonna
63
say you
years
just
old.
looked good for your age. You could have taken that.
Why doesn't that
compliment.
work for you then? If I say you're 66, but you look amazing.
Because I'm a woman.
Oh.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
There's the card. There's it. All right.
I'll
hands
use
up.
it once in a while for sure.
That's all right.
For
What,
sure.
Matt?
I'm
Stop
hiding.
being a coward.
No, I'm hiding.
Mix it up, dog.
No, man.
Mix it up.
Celebrity birthdays. And these will be
So
accurate.
wait,
by the way.
what is your age then? You're not gonna say it?
No, but it's not 63.
A lady never tells.
It's not his birthday.
I feel like dudes don't care.
Oh, Dave isn't 63, but it will be funny when he does reach 63 in a couple years. Like,
No, a couple is 2. Let me put it this way. I'm decades away from 63 years old. So let's just all
So
calm.
now you're trying to
And by the way, I'm younger than him. Why don't you pick on Jason?
Oh, not Jason.
No, not Jason.
You're younger
man.
than Jason?
You know.
I thought you were about the same age.
Yeah, well, I'm younger. Celebrity birthdays brought to you by Crumble
You wanna
Cookies. You want a piece of me?
On this day, in what year did the movie Lion King come out?
1994.
That long ago?
I think Chris is
Spot on.
100%
Really?
right.
You guys can all agree.
I'm in a winning mood, so 94.
Yeah, when I was born.
Hey, is it weird, by the way, to own that soundtrack and listen to it?
No.
Yeah,
Great song.
Won an Oscar.
It's a great song.
And I think a Tony.
Wait, is it? Is it Elton John singing it?
It's
or is
both.
it-
They have both versions.
Elton.
Yeah.
Everybody's correct. 1994. How about Spaceballs?
1987.
Yeah, that's an older one.
Love that
86.
1983.
Ludicrous Speed.
He's wrong. He's wrong on 83.
Let's do 84.
I think it's 87.
We have
or
a correct
86.
answer. It's Carmichael Dave,
Okay,
1987.
look at
All right,
that.
Cars 2.
Cars as well, or the second car?
Ka-chow!
No idea.
That's the one where there's spies.
2010.
It's more about Mater than
Probably.
it is lightning.
2009.
2011.
It's hard once you
2007.
get past the
We have a
first.
correct answer. Matt George,
Come on.
2011. Happy birthday, Lionel Messi.
Messi.
Lionel Messi.
Did he play today?
No.
No. I was
not
gonna
today.
say he scored another hat trick on his birthday.
38. He's 38 or 39.
Ooh,
I think he's 39.
39.
39.
We have 3 correct
Yeah,
answers.
yeah.
Dave missed that one. JJ
Almost
Redick.
ready.
JJ Red.
42.
We don't like that guy.
John Jacob Reddick is 30.
Hey, that's my name too.
38.
37.
40.
We had a correct answer. Christopher Laud, 42.
Oh, he is my.
What?
I almost let it go.
All right, coming up on the program
No.
today,
Let it go.
Drafty, and Drafterton. It is Matt. It is Kayla. Wall-to-wall coverage. Start.